Alright, are you ready to start?
Ray J ready. Ray J ready.
Okay, remember, uh, no, you don't have to. That was a
No.
joke.
Ray J must. Ray J play into bit.
Okay, remember. Okay, then remember. Lots of friend uses of friends. No pun are very polite. No pun refer to if no pun have high respect for someone. They take the first syllable or two and repeat it. So, for example, Sav here would be Sav Sav if you want to be respectful, or you could just say friend Sav.
Friend Sav. Sav Sav. Bird Bird. Friend Bird. Bird Friend. Got you.
All right. So what's going on? Oh, Sav. Uh, last time we got beaten up by a giant spider a lot, and we could not advance. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go do some side quests that might as well be main quests with how well written they are.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Means which means sorry to say to uh sorry to say to our Nopon friends here, but Ino's back in the party.
Great friend. Will help quest very well. Yes, yes.
Oh, don't forget the Mez.
Right, right.
Oh, and Sav is giving the yippies.
Friend Sav giving you bees.
Yippee.
Yippee! Ray
Alright.
J happy for this.
So today, we are going to be doing some side quests. Oh, these spot with red smoky fumes was container with many sparkly things.
Good thing we found this.
What a lucky pond! Such container usually crowded by Canvas or Agnes soldiers.
Ooh.
Especially about supply drops. Recently go to sell food to Agnian soldiers, but there are many more than before. So many that could run out of product to sell. Methinks they need large numbers because looking for someone.
Methinks they're saying this to make big hint.
Interesting.
There's tough and there's tough.
House Hunter Carly.
This is something decent, right?
Yeah, we weren't high level enough to get back here before.
You can never go wrong with
Right.
Samitha.
We haven't been here since chapter 1.
Right. Bird and Ray J have not been in this cave for ever.
We turned back at the Crabbles here.
Ray J trying to speak like Nopon. And fluent,
Trip on your laces,
methinks.
Speak for yourself. No one pissed off with you.
Okay, so as I'm playing through the combat here, there's a lot of things that you can kind of that are going on, but to break up some of them down, the number in the top right corner, that's how many enemies are in the battle. So you don't even need to pay attention to that mostly, but you can check it on occasion to see, oh, yep, enemies joined the battle or have been defeated.
Like how currently we only have one?
Yep, just the one.
Nothing a bit of teamwork couldn't handle.
The health bars, you don't even need to pay attention to really for short battles like this.
I'm reading another ethosphere. This should be enough to give Eno a boost.
Then there's obviously the health bar for the enemy. If the name of the monster changes, so it will say like, it might switch to something different, that means it's using an art and not just an auto attack.
Right.
Last time we were here, these Volts, level 6 Volts, gave us a hard time.
Right.
Hello, Amelia Ava. Welcome. We are playing Xenoblade 3. And we are heading back to Colony 9, Home Sweet Colony.
Colony, sweet colony. Is a colony really considered a home, in all honesty?
Well, if that's all where you've always lived.
Got you.
I
Well
suppose.
coordinated, but ineffective.
Hey, it's you.
Oh no. Fuck's sake.
Oh.
This is Asterian's voice actor, by the way.
I was gonna say he sounded familiar. My brain was like, it's either Asterion or one of the thousands of other British voice actors
You
I
lose
like.
yourself to emotion. Some special forces you are.
You shut your trap.
Damn it, I can't
What
unhear
joke.
that now.
You consider me the joke, do you?
Yes.
Really now?
Our character in the game,
Hey.
we're the...
Yeah. He's our friend.
We're a
Colony
bunch
9.
of characters.
That's where
Yeah.
you're traitors.
We got
You're no friends of mine.
hold on. We got Noah, the one with the ponytail.
We don't want to.
Uni, who is the healer with the wings on her head, with Sparky attitude. We got, I think is it Mio? Or
Mio's the cat. Mio is the
Mio-
cat.
Mio is the
Senna's
cat.
got the flaming hair.
Yeah. And then-
Tyon Tyon's got the fuzzy hair
Yeah, and then nerd glasses.
and the nerd glasses.
And then Lance is the one with what kind of looks like Frankenstein skin. The gray and the darker gray combo.
I mean, there is a combination. There is something there that I'll, if you want, I will mention to you as a. This is what that kind of looks like. Do I? Well, for me, yes. This is one of my. This game is I prefer over. I prefer this game over Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring. So yes, the answer is yes for me.
Bird likes this game so much that he has actively tried sharing the lore encrypted so I don't get spoiled of the game because he is that knowledgeable of the game in itself.
Well,
He is very, very, very well versed in this.
also, all the people we are fighting now, as you can see in the number up there, there's 4 of them. The yellow icon with the exclamation part next to them means that they are a quest objective to defeat.
Ah. I would assume this is to kind of benefit like the colony. So it's like a hero quest or an objective quest.
This is a hero quest. We've heard that Colony 9 is having some rough times from, here's an Ouroboros skill that we got. So, you see that top one on Uni's thing there? Liberty Wing? Revive Incapacitated. So, as you can see, both of our healers are down, so we're not healing.
I keep forgetting that like we changed the classes. So one of the things that you can do is level up how each character can do different classes. So while Uni started as a healer, I don't remember that she was a healer now. I think we like have her as like a
You got the hammer now.
Okay, she's got the big bomb.
She's in bonk attack.
Right, we got Lance and Senna?
Lance and Senna are the healers. And now what we to build up the tactical points, what we're doing is we use arts, and based on what kind of arts they are and what their effects are, determines how much benefit we get and how much TP we get. For example, we get bonus TP if we're using the same kind of class as the character who's given the chain order. Zeon's just standing there trying to be all cool.
Yeah.
Um. He's resisting.
He's just that cool.
He won't. He's not even phased by it.
Yeah, we haven't really even gotten to the phase in which he's furious. That's where the little flame is on the bar, right?
Yeah, but I mostly wanted to use this to heal, because we just revived everybody, but we can still get some damage in, which is why I switched our target to Xeon himself.
That way we can make sure the health bar for our healers is up, as well as our attack, just so we can continue beating the crap out of him.
It'd be kind of embarrassing if we came over here so we could level up and then we lost the fight.
Yeah.
And he resisted sleep. Oh no, we didn't get the 150.
So we got 715% damage. That's still impressive.
Yeah.
Nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, it's okay damage. It's nothing impressive. We're only getting cools. There we go, finally.
Yeah.
We don't even get the finish that. So, hopefully. We don't have anyone with burst to make use of them being dazed yet.
Is that like a class that's like just almost by us, I would assume? Maybe?
Yeah, we could go get it. It's one of the 3 classes I plan on us getting today.
Okay.
Because today is all side quests so that we can get up with strength so that we can continue the story. We're gonna knock them into next week. We're down to just a Xeon. Oh, we didn't even get to blast him with the super laser.
It's okay, we knocked him out.
Yeah.
He's probably never seen anything like this.
Commander, please respond.
What's wrong?
Enemy attack. Agnian forces.
Uh-oh.
Wonder what's going on.
Commander?
Yes. I'm thinking.
Hey, what did you just say? Xeon's the commander now.
Does that mean the old one?
There was a change of command. Someone had to take the fall for the traitors.
They even dropped our colony rank. We've been so pressed for food we had to venture out this far. All because of you.
Damn.
Crap.
Go back. We'll take care of things here.
I can't allow that.
Just get going already. The Agnian Battalion. They're using terrain to cover their approach, am I right?
How do you know that?
I'm well aware that you don't trust me, I'm just speaking aloud here. We'll intercept the enemy troops, engage them while they're still advancing. They won't get their hands on the colony. You retreat and shore up your defenses.
What are you really after here? Why is it you're fighting?
We're both in very different positions now. But that doesn't have to mean everything's changed between us. Oh, well done. A voice of reason. Come off it.
Wait. Change of plans. We're bringing them back to the colony.
What?
Huh?
Why?
You're handing them into the consul.
No. I'm integrating them into our force as the Vanguard.
We're fighting with them. Mwamba died because of them.
We're up against a whole
Mamba!
battalion.
Oh
Hardly the
yeah,
time for us
that's
to be
right.
picking.
Mwamba was
It's
in
also
their
possible
team
that
before they
Ouroboros have
died.
instigated this attack themselves.
Ugh, you can't be
They
serious.
don't know how Mwamba
You know
died,
exactly
do
No,
how
they.
serious I
No,
am.
we were the only survivors of the
Fiery
battle.
fox.
Hold up. Let's do as he says.
What?
Both
Why
sides.
should we?
Right.
Just play along. We'll be better able to help protect Colony 9 if we're part of the plan.
Plans?
If you say so.
Eno's like, Eno have no idea what's going on.
One day I'm gonna crack that
Eno
thick box
just
of yours
here.
and really see what makes you tick.
I look forward to it. You lot head back and update Kite on the situation. I'll
Oh,
see
and
to
Kite,
these ones.
remember him? He was one of the
Meet me in
bullies who,
As you said.
from back in the day.
That must sting a little bit.
You said
They're
not
blaming
everything's
us
changed
for
between us.
Mwamba's
Your
death,
words
but
no
like
longer
by,
have merit.
by technicality,
So let's
they
judge
killed
where
one
your
of
allegiance
Lance's
lies by way of
other
your
friends
actions.
as well.
I understand.
Remember, you've seen the.
We won't
Have
let
you
you
seen the
down.
I
flashback
didn't
to
like
that
telling
whole
them.
sequence?
Of like
Xeon
the,
has joined the party.
the tower breaking and stuff, and
Okay.
the character before Mwamba dying.
Hello,
Remember-
Takoyaki!
Hello, Takoyaki. How you doing? I'm gonna scooch my booty forward.
So we can actually get up where that waterfall is now. See that one there? We can actually get up there, but but to get there, what we do is, we go from down here and we climb up, some vines that we can now climb because of, Valdi. And then there's this quest here. This is, and now if you remember, this is over where, this is where we first played Mio's group, was over here. So Mio's colony is,
Somewhere over there.
is somewhere over this direction, and based on the things, you might be able to guess that this is going to be another hero quest for their colony.
Yeah, because we've been kind of siding with like Noah's
Yeah,
colony.
with
and stuff.
Kevis.
Yeah. Cats.
Yeah. Also, we can now take a look at Xeon's stuff. So he's a defender class, one of the 6 defenders in the entire game. He's got a topple art, which is very nice. Unlike oh, hello.
Yeah, everyone's saying hello.
So unlike Lance's topple art, Shield Bash here can actually become a master art for other classes, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to get him, so that we can have a topple art without needing to have one of someone on Lance's class.
Right.
And then because Noah here is currently got Eno's class. Eno's class is classified as an Agnian class. He has the triangle arts, right?
Right.
And Xeon's got the circle arts. So that means that we would be able to put Tri-Slash here, and then on this side we could put Shield Bash, so we could try to break and topple in one move. Because we can do that. You can combine arts to stack their effects.
Yeah. Sometimes family is overrated, Sav. Coming from someone whose family wasn't really the best as well. Found family, honestly, is a little bit better, in my opinion.
Yes, Uni's the boss.
Because those are the people that willingly decide to stick around with you in your silliness.
Look at this. None of this was here. There's now all this wreckage from Lovness's battling here.
Yeah. Although we still have those lovely little crayons. Oh, when one of those is sparkly because it's like a rare variant, right?
Oh yeah. That's that's like
Level
I don't.
level 4? Okay.
This one isn't special. This one is special because he's got the sparklies. I think the sparklies just means he will drop better loot. But now that we're here, we can take revenge on Psychopathic Lilith. Do you remember?
Right. Do you think we're leveled up, guys, to beat up the level 5 psycho? Lilith.
That's a close one.
Yeah, that one. Whew.
That was a close one. Oh gosh, could you imagine how
That
much
was like,
danger we were in there?
yeah, that was teeth clenching.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Oh yeah, the blonde guy. He's the commander of Colony 9 now. He got a promotion, and we're back here because we're gonna try to give them a hand, and he doesn't trust us fully. So now we're
Having us join. It kind of just.
Yes, thank you. Now zip your mouth and let's move.
That's suspicious. That's weird. He wasn't there last time. You're right, because someone else was in charge last time.
now. I mean, last stream, or was it last stream that we? Last stream we met Valdi and Eno, I think.
Yes. I'm trying to remember who was in charge of Colony 9. Before...
We never met them.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, then you've missed a lot, Takoyaki. We've here, let me show you on the map. So chapter 1 starts here at the Torchlight Hill. Then we come down here, and then we come down here, and then into the Alfedo Valley, and then this is where the big fight happens. Then we reconcile with our new friends, and we head back down this way to the Forest region. And then in the Forest region, we went out into the desert, splish splashed over here in the pool, then got chased through these caves, and then we had a big fight here with Mobius and Ethel, and then now we've come down here. We met the champion of Napon Kind down over here.
Yeah.
We met a kid who loves robots over here.
Yeah, then we beat up an evil robot that was used for destruction, and
Yeah.
there was
And
emotion.
And then over here we had talks about our feelings and memories over here beneath the tree, and then over here we found the corpse of one of our characters.
Yeah. Who starts with a E and ends with a uni.
Yeah. Also, this wasn't here before, but there's now a quest here because remember Bam Bam and Doran? They're now over here, so we can go meet them again.
Yeah.
And now we're in the Orion tunnels here beneath the Orion Mountains, for story stuff, and we are currently too weak to beat the giant spider boss down here and advance the story. So we are going back here to do side quests back in the A tier region.
Yeah, Takoyaki. It's
I like
a very simple plot.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. You didn't run away this time.
I like that Takoyaki's reaction to a character finding their own corpse is just what?
What? To be fair, that was my reaction inside. Like,
Yeah.
huh? What?
Yeah. Only one way to figure this out, and that's to go through. There is,
Yeah.
you can't. Standing in place will not teach you anything about why or what's going on. Also, if someone would please tell me if I'm too loud or anything, I have adjusted my whole audio setup, and I cannot tell for the life of me if everything is okay. Just in case, I'm going to lower myself down a little bit because I'm.
Bird is being very
yeah.
experimental with his audio stuff because he wants to improve.
Yeah.
And he's gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you sound fine on my end. But then again,
Okay.
you always sound fine on my end.
Okay, yeah, I just lowered my Ray's a bit quiet.
I'm a bit
Okay.
quiet. How's this? I just moved the mic closer to my mouth. Is
I-
this better?
I boost Discord audio a little bit.
Hello.
I'll explain what comes next. The rest of you are dismissed.
Stay
Oh,
cool,
there's Kite.
I'm always cool.
We haven't seen any of the other bullies though.
I wonder what happened to
Tell us
them.
about Agnes's movements.
Right
I
now,
hope they're okay.
assembling their forces on Everblight Plain. They've stopped concealing themselves, which feels like cause for concern enough.
They're confident they have the numbers for a full assault then. Or perhaps it's a feint.
Or they're just a bunch of dolts who like pretending they have a plan.
I'm
Hi.
in the mood for jokes right now.
Hey, we need a little levity sometimes. With enough food, we can draw this out. Give the word and we can even launch a raid.
I told you that's not going to happen. It would cost
No,
us
those are
too
wings.
much.
Those are little tiny wings.
What then?
Yeah.
Our troops are hungry, anxious, and quite frankly, more pissed off by the hour. You leave things like this, and we're going to fall apart by ourselves.
Yeah, so some of
We
them
could
just
remove
have
their reason
wings
for
on their
fighting
head,
you. What?
and
In plain
some of
language,
them
please.
have glowy parts
Oh.
on them.
If we smashed
Oh.
your flame clock, it would alter the equation.
If you smashed it,
What? Well, now I know you're all jokers.
Kite, biggest
Okay,
joker
but
of all.
Okay,
This is
okay.
why Kite always runner up in life.
Genuinely,
No one can take
if someone
serious
who
with
Oh.
left the
second
squadron
attitude.
to cause problems, oh,
Riku just laying in on him.
ah. That's a sting. But okay, in all seriousness, right?
Mhm.
I can kind of see where they're getting at, because the flame clock is not only like their main source of what they assume is like how they live, but
Yeah,
is
it
probably
is-
the only reason
yeah.
why half of them fight in the first place, unless some of them
Yeah.
are crazy murder hobos. But the whole aspect, okay, is that these guys who have already left, some from this colony even, right?
And the other half are defectors from the other faction of this war, to which there are no innocents.
If they said, hey, we could definitely help you, and the first thing they say is, hey, let's destroy the thing that tells you how much time and you have to live, you'd kind of freak
This-
out a little bit.
Yeah, from their perspective, this is like if someone came up to you and said, "I have a way to solve hunger. It's that I will destroy your stomachs and you will never need to eat again," is how it sounds to them.
It's like the equivalent of like you're in the hospital, you're dying, right? You're like,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling so good. And they're like, well, let's get rid of the IV, just rip it right out. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but that's from their perspective. In reality, as our characters know, this is more akin to removing a tumor or or curing an infection.
They know that
they
the
don't
juice that's
need
in the
the
IV
flame-
is hurt juice.
Yeah, they don't need the flame clock to live, and now the party knows that, and now, which means that now we gotta convince them that this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Also, hands off to Riku for saying what needs to be said whenever.
Riku doesn't have a filter. Riku is his own person.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
Yeah, Riku's got a strong personality when he needs it. But yeah, Kite, oh, we've been hydrated. Kite's perspective is entirely valid. Even if he is wrong in what he, even if what he believes is incorrect, he is not invalid for having concern for himself and the people around him. He thinks, he just does not know that there is more information that can change, that could change the situation. He's perfectly valid. Like, this is a genuine, like, these are genuine concerns he's expressing, that, like, if you smash the flame clock, isn't that gonna kill us all? Because that's all he knows.
Yeah.
it, Riku. You really know how to hit a man when he's down, don't you?
Damn.
Here, anyhow. How'd you worm your way back into Xeon's favor?
Meh. No worming performed.
We don't need you here. I've had enough of seeing my friends die, betray me. I can't deal with this dirt anymore. We feel just the same, which is why we want to do as much as we possibly can to help. That's why we came back. Yeah, you're not fooling anybody.
You need not believe them, but they will prove to be an asset.
Huh. So that's it. You're siding with them in the end. You choose Noah over your own lieutenant. Again.
That's not what I'm saying.
Don't you realize
Vented
how
the
hard
ranks.
I'm trying here? Ugh! Spark this!
I will say this though. I think the only reason why
Sorry.
he's siding with them
I didn't mean
is
to
because
complicate
they're still
matters.
technically alive, right?
Yeah.
If you heard about them and you know who Noah is, then you would know, like, hey, he hasn't fought in a while. Why is he still around? Is he feeding
Yeah.
a flame clock? Especially after he says he's trying to break one? It's leading into more questions.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason for them to have come back at this point.
Yeah.
Honestly, that kind of throws the whole, like, are the side quests canon into, like, a little bit of dubious waters because of, like, there's a timeline of, like, oh, we gotta get there in 3 months, yada yada yada.
Nah.
But
It does kind of hint more towards understanding the flavor of how these characters handle things, I think.
yeah, Xeon believes in the people with fault, and so he sees Noah and them as, like, if they weren't here to help, they would not have come back to this.
Yeah. There would be no reason
On
for
the
why they would
contrary,
even offer
Was
it.
this not your intent? I would have thought you'd be gloating by now.
We can gloat if it makes you feel better. We can't just judge someone in the heat of the moment.
Whatever you might think, suspicion will be cast upon you. That is all I can say.
Suspicious or not, isn't it about time you tell us this plan of yours? You said we'd prove to be an asset.
I'll continue. Though we have a geographical advantage, our provisions and numbers are limited. That's what the enemy will be banking on. And that's where you come in, as the vanguard.
Our sudden appearance will put a spanner in their works, and that'll give you the edge you need, right? Seeing Keves and Agnes Bods fighting together and tearing up their front line's gonna throw them off their game for sure.
So we've got to fight independently then.
Yeah, just send 6. What is this? They're sending in 6 soldiers? Wait, half of them are from our side. Why are they turning into 3 soldiers? Oh no!
I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
say, they've
and-
probably never seen anything like
Yeah. And then the Nopon goes spinning in on a pot.
Yeah, they definitely won't see that coming.
Yeah.
Plus,
No
other
one
than that,
sees no one expects the Nopon Inquisition.
Nobody.
Better than being on a leash, I suppose.
You seem to misunderstand. I'm not cutting you loose. You are still being regarded as traitors. Keep in mind that I shall be supervising your every action personally.
Sir, yes, sir, Commander, sir.
Do you have
That's
to?
a lot of sirs.
Let it go, guys.
Clans.
I'll send details of the operation to your iris. The plan will commence at once.
We're on it.
Play this. I don't think this side quest is, or this story side thing is too long, but also I wanna go into audio. I'm just gonna pick up music 1 because I can't not hear it. I'm not sure which of these is best. Is it got audio environment?
I genuinely cannot tell the difference right now,
Yeah.
but then again, it might just be because it's projected to me, so it's probably just affecting you more.
time to eat then, no?
You know,
Oh, yeah, we
you've
can-
gotta take regular breaks.
We can get a new meal for Manana. Yapolta veggie beans.
Been waiting for this.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I needed that.
Spicy zest beans.
If it's food related, I'm there.
There is a official artwork of all of the food items though. Like there's like concept art. So in theory you could and all the ones that Manana makes have recipes, have
So
ingredient
in
requirements.
theory, one could convert it to like real food.
Yeah, in theory we could like break down like, oh, this is
Changing.
like we can substitute these things for these things.
Yeah.
Who should we play as?
That is
Cool.
entirely up to you, my friend.
Leave it to me.
Alright, let's play Mio for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be our
Xeon, what we're made of.
I expect great things from you, former Special Forces Lance.
We're walking there, not just fast traveling because I want the conversations to play. Ooh, a corpse!
Right, we gotta release the
You'll be
Orbeez.
doing them a service.
I love how in my notes, when trying to understand Xenoblade lore, I'm like, it's like the Orbeez in Slitherio. They must be released.
We'll be arriving presently.
Uni? You okay?
Just feeling wistful. This is where we went looking for fortune clovers, isn't it?
Oh yeah! You really made a big deal out of that.
Did not. Just wanted to wish upon one. All the others laughed in my face. Said I'd never find one here. Everyone but you guys and Xeon. You must remember, you're not the kind of guy who makes fun of people when they're trying their hardest. You help people in need.
Yeah, that's why he believes in them.
Listen,
Yeah.
I know you've been through all sorts of crap, but you don't know the whole story.
Oh, I'm sure. There is no such thing as a traitor who rebels without cause. Be it Kevis or Agnes.
Ooh.
You've sent many of my comrades off. No. Time and time again, you save the dead, help survivors.
So it is a personal
Mhm.
trust that he
I
has.
know you
He
do not make
genuinely
light of
believes in
people's
them
lives.
because he knows
So
who
you
they are as
understand.
people. And if they prove to be distrustful people, they would have shown
But
it
I can never
already.
be the friend to you that I once was.
You don't give a set treat, do you?
I wasn't talking to you, Lance.
Excuse me?
Maybe we
Damn.
can't go back to the old days. But we can build something new.
Leave
It's
your
not that they
platitudes for
said that they're
after. The battlefield awaits.
they said that they're working
worry.
towards for future
No one's
Xeno
dying
games
on our watch.
is
Never again.
is like not improving like graphic capabilities and stuff, not like making everything like look realistic, but making it so that you can better read facial expressions. That's something they've specifically said they want to improve.
Well, yeah, the game is
Which is-
mainly about emotions and how people.
Yeah,
go
which is
through
like
emotions
really
and war and such.
yeah. But like
Yeah.
I still think it's crazy that this is on the Switch. Oh, do you see those little sparklies up there? They're kind of like sparkle, but they're not stars. They're like closer. Like here, I can move them, and they're like in front of the rocks, right at the top of the screen.
Kind of. Are you telling
Yeah.
me those? Oh, like at the very, very tippy top.
Yeah,
Right?
very top of the middle of the screen. Yeah, do you see those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly when you move just a little bit, like
yeah,
for
yeah, but but here's what those are. You can jump from up there down to here and land in the water, and those are items you can collect on the way down.
Yo?
Yeah, that area up there, those things up there, that's playable later, and we can jump down from way up there and land here in this pool.
I mean, it's a good thing that there's a pool down there of water,
Something so valuable.
as opposed to, you know, like
Yeah,
hard
but
grass
you
to
don't-
fall on.
If you find
Yeah.
anything out of the ordinary, I'll issue the order.
I mean, I understand that fall damage is
Like-
different in video games, but like sometimes it's about the idea, you know. They thought about it in mind of like someone wanting to jump
Yeah.
off from a high enough distance to get rewards.
Yeah, so like that, like those like big roots there, you can walk on those.
Ooh.
I think there's even like a unique monster up there. Yeah, that's
How would
that's
the stars be explained on the Titan? Are
what?
those still stars?
Oh no,
Or
no,
is
those
that
stars that I
something
pointed out. No, those were items. Those were like collectibles, like these guys over here. Just
No, no,
way
no,
up
no,
in
no,
the.
no. I
Oh.
mean like the static stars behind the clouds. Are those still real stars? Or is that something
those
entirely
stars?
different?
Yes, we have no reason to believe that they are anything but genuine stars.
Okay, okay.
The moon is, as far as we know, just a moon. Maybe modeled after Earth's moon a bit. I tend to think about that. Listen,
There's a lot of them.
They live on an ecosystem that can be comparative
Listen.
to a sloth, okay? If you
The-
were to live on a Titan, it would be very
let me
difficult
let
to
me
understand
explain.
them.
Let me explain. The Xenoblade 3 world is a giant floating donut. If you look off the edge of the world, it just descends, and then there is nothing holding up the world. The world is floating over an expanse of water that is in the middle of a larger ocean that just has waterfalls on all sides pouring in that never ends or gets weaker.
Donut planet.
Here's a little thing. If the world is in the shape of a ring, any imagery come to mind regarding that? It's a lot of them. This will be a battle of attrition.
We can use the terrain for defensive advantage.
Are you
First,
making me
we
think
need
with
to
my
hurt their morale.
brain?
Just saying that, like, isn't it symbolic of something that, you know, there's this giant ring, and then on one side of it there's a giant, like, there's a giant creature that's, like, emerging with a mouth, and then it's, like, facing into the ring itself. In this game where the main heroes have, where every character has a flame clock, which is in a circle, and then the Ouroboros ring is in a circle, and the Mobius is... Iris is a Mobius strip, but if you look at it closely, there's still a snake in it, like a
Yeah.
serpent's face. Yeah,
I know that it probably isn't the answer, but my brain immediately after you said that was like, at first I was like, okay, Halo. I can see a Halo. Halo makes sense, right?
Mhm.
And then I was like, wait a minute, no, it's gotta be cooler than that. And my brain was like, yes, interdimensional, like a throne of some sort. Although a throne is normally set of fire. The thrones are so cool in angelic lore. They're basically like
Yeah.
interdimensional traveling horses. They're not like angels that like they're like horses. They're horses that we can't
Yes.
even comprehend due to dimensional
yeah,
like things.
yeah. Things are gonna get weird as we keep going. And again, the only way to find out is to go through, and then you look at it all in the retrospect, and everything makes sense, because that's what these games do. Like when I first played Xenoblade 1, it didn't sink into me. When I played it a second time, and then it all sunk in as I was going through it with all the context of the later stuff and realizing, oh my gosh, this is foreshadowing in a random casual conversation between two characters. This is foreshadowing for 40 hours later.
This is foreshadowing of the foreshadowing within the foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Oh!
You'd think that like the character with the ability to see it into the future wouldn't get caught off guard super easily. But honestly, like literally, there's just a casual conversation where the two main characters in one are just having a chat, talking about their feelings and like how they're feeling and what they want to do, and one of them just casually drops something, and it's like it doesn't make sense. It's like, oh yeah, that's kind of funny, and they like play it off as a joke, but then when you go back to that scene after beating the game, it's like, oh,
Sad.
oh.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll go somewhere where you can see the donut later.
Before
First,
that, we need to talk.
yeah, before that we need to
Remain
talk.
here and fight for as long as I stand. That's also part of the plan. It will be a grueling fight. I won't have time to be looking out for possible deserters.
He's giving us a chance to run away.
Are you telling us to find a chance to escape?
I never said that.
Good guy, Xeon.
But this battle should be of little importance to you.
Spark's sake, Xeon. Just how
I
wrong
can either
do you think we
confirm
are?
or deny if Shulk or any characters from Xenoblade 1 or
But
2
we're
make
fighting on our own
appearances,
terms.
as doing so would be
We'll be seeing
spoilers.
this through.
We owe a debt to Colony 9. Maybe it wasn't for very long, but it gave us somewhere to belong.
But not anymore.
Just shut it, you.
It
How
also
hard
would be
is it
very
to get
convoluted to
someone
answer
do a
if
good deed?
that.
Hey, get a clue.
I love how Lance is just so feisty. Oh, there he goes.
Lance!
How often does he need telling not to abandon himself to his feelings?
Every time.
Still,
Bert,
might as
you
well
went
strike
without
while the iron's hot.
hesitation with that one. No hesitation, just all the time.
I mean, have you not been paying attention to oh. That's just who Lance is. He's a big guy with a lot of feelings.
He doesn't know how to handle his feelings.
Yeah. I mean, he is dealing with like a form of survivor's grief over the fact that one of his best friends died and for him, sacrificed themselves to save him after he was mean to them and did something that he never got a chance to apologize for.
Yeah. He still has some emotional baggage he hasn't forgiven himself for.
Yep. And he'll never have the chance of doing that because the person is gone.
Well, he can still take care of emotional baggage even if the other person is around.
No, I mean, yeah,
Right.
I mean, he can't
I mean, like,
go
he
to the
can't
person and say,
reconcile with the
"I'm
person."
sorry," and which would solve it so easily. But you know, there would be no drama that way.
Yeah, it's a very complex type of grief, so to speak.
Yeah, Takoyaki. I remember how much you love Lands. I think I've forgotten. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. And we've got 2 of them out on the field.
Yeah, and so that that move I just did with the Noah and Mio's Ouroboros is Glorious Wing, which imposes which gives power charge to everyone, which makes their next art like super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just shredded them because they were so weak.
What are Ouroboros doing here? I did not sign up for this.
I'm out of here. Sorry, guys.
Also,
Bye.
also you might have to squint a little bit, but if you look at his cheeks, he's got like scaly things on his cheeks,
Oh yeah, he does.
and his skin is a little bit blue, like
Ooh.
or like gray blue. It's kind of hard to tell the like, but
Well, yeah. it's
his
'cause of the
skin is not
grading of the
normal
sky.
human skin color.
Huh. That's peculiar. That's weird.
That's just another. That's just a normal another person in this game. Like how Uni has wings, just gotta accept it.
Yeah.
Want us to run him down?
We aren't here to kill each other. Pull back now, and we won't pursue you.
I'll bet you won't. Because you'll be dead.
Oh, they got Levs.
Levnesses.
Uh-oh.
Always keep your ace in reserve. That's how the game's played.
Don't falter. We have Kite and the others holding the fort.
Yeah. And we'll hold the line here. Whatever it takes.
Wonder they were shuffled up about, but they were prepared for something like that, just a little bit, just in case.
I wonder what colony these guys are from.
It'd be a real shame if they were part of the same colony as the other group of friends we have. Then they
They're
have
not,
no-
but I've noticed because the lead here has a colony mark on his headband, but it's very simplistic compared to the ones that we've seen elsewhere.
And we do know that different groups have different ways of categorizing colonies, so maybe it might be high ranking, maybe it could be
No.
low ranking.
Yeah, every boom! Oh, I didn't get the. Good for him got smash in.
Yeah.
You know, Iron Wing.
Disappointing, Uni. It's war.
I'm done.
Squad leader's been hit. Pull back.
Why aren't you following them?
I told you. I don't want needless slaughter.
Colony symbol kind of looks like
You're
a
soft.
Pikachu's
Rookie
face.
Commander. Let me
Oh
tell you
my.
something. You don't win wars while keeping your hands clean. You're gonna learn that. The hard way. You'll see.
Oh, he fell. Is he dead?
I guess we will.
No.
Don't let it get to you.
I wouldn't normally, but in this instance, I'm afraid he struck a chord. I believe I said something similar to you in the past. We were sparring with training swords.
You won in the end.
I did, because you always held back.
That's not true.
You hated the very idea of fighting. That's how it seemed to me. And back then, I thought you'd never survive with that lofty ideal. I was blind. If we don't stand for something greater, strife and conflict will grow ever fiercer. We would end up fighting not for the flame clock, but for our own bloodlust. That is who we are. It was never going to be easy.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what's right myself. But there's something I want to change. And to do that, I have to change myself.
Kite and the others pulled through okay. It seems we've averted disaster. For now.
For now.
quite. There's still unfinished business. Xeon,
Oh,
I
is he
want
still
you to
gonna
understand
try-
the things we've seen. The truth about the flame clocks. Just let us explain. After that, we'll let you have the final say.
As you wish. It also saves us an awkward silence on the way back. But don't get your hopes up.
That's fine. Thank you.
I'll round up everyone in the square. But first, to Colony 9.
Now we just gotta go back and wrap up this quest.
Yeah,
So zoom out of Mio's face.
mayhaps a good idea.
Also,
And
I
then
saw.
we're gonna-
Oh,
After you.
he. Noah reached max level on Nipponic Champion, which means we can switch his class. So I'm gonna switch him back to Flashblitzer. You can talk while I rearrange classes.
I was just saying that, like, now he has to convince them about the flame clocks themselves, and it's either gonna go real well or real bad. Honestly, at this point, because again, it is a very complex thing to prove, but they have earned some semblance of trust with this battle. But it might not be enough due to other people's history.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it'd probably be okay with an extra attacker for the moment of. And he's got Tri-Slash, which means he's got now got a break art.
I'll keep us safe from harm.
Let's. This should be good for now. Not worth like getting super invested into like
Leave it to
changing
me.
out everyone's classes.
Yeah.
I'll handle this.
Come on, who else?
Especially because the whole gameplay revolves around you constantly changing classes, which is why the auto build feature is there.
That way you can not have to worry about the classes swapping over that much.
Yeah. It also remembers like older loadouts you've used and stuff. It just makes it really convenient because the game isn't like super hard, but it would be annoying if you had to like readjust everything
By hand, manually.
Yeah. We should get a little out of battle dialogue here as we're walking. I really.
You
Second
really
now.
hoping?
Yeah.
Mia's ears are quite striking. Do they really grow from her head?
I can tell I'm being watched. He must be very wary of me.
Oh look here, there's a bunch of Levnis wreckage here from the ones that got through past us.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were leaving, we could see all the soldiers lined up too.
Yeah. Wait, are you telling me that to some extent Xeon just is fascinated by the cat ears?
Yes.
That is amazing. He has little wing ears. Or wing heads? Head wings.
Had wings. Oh, the colony is closed up. We gotta go around the long way.
That's peculiar.
I feel like we're gonna get a cutscene. Also, this is the side that has the flame clock.
Oh yeah. If we are gonna break the flame clock, might as well be on
Let's
that
do
side,
breakfast,
right?
yeah? Gotta keep our strength up.
Guys, what are you talking about?
You always have to remember to never forget leg day.
Like how we're being fought. There's a rainbow behind us. Oh,
Oh no! Another Mobius.
Our heroes return.
seen this guy before.
Good work, Zeon.
He's,
Paul?
he's been in the cutscenes with D and the others
Just
in the
watching from
theater.
sidelines,
Right.
and I must say, it was quite a spectacle.
In what way?
Beg pardon. I forget. You drones have no aesthetic sense. Your droll skirmish was one thing. It almost put me to sleep. But this here... Well, I'd say the colony is due a promotion.
I recall no droll skirmish.
The one where these maggots surfaced. Loads of little worms plotting together with Agnes, then deserting their duty like the cowards they are. Truly disgusting. A disgrace to the colony. And that goes for the ones who croaked for nothing, too. Even calling that droll is a disservice to the word.
Croaked for nothing.
I know you see us as enemies.
Mamba.
This.
Wait. Croaked for nothing.
Yeah.
Croaked? Wait. Who's he saying croaked for nothing? The very same characters?
The characters who all went and died in the Alfedo Valley in chapter 1.
Oh, okay. But they didn't
Even
die for
Wamba.
nothing.
Back then. How dare you!
Silence, maggots! You must still be tired from fighting. Rejoice then! You will give me great pleasure as I crush you.
He just kicked dirt at him. Epically.
What do you think you're doing?
The words of an idle man who orders others around. Or the words of rebels who risk their lives for us. Which do you think is worth more?
Silence! This is insubordination.
Is it?
Is it really?
I mean, technically, because he's like...
I mean, maybe. Just.
There's a rainbow in the background for this fight.
Yeah. It's very satisfying.
Go, Noah!
Togetherness.
Well,
This man is just using his legs.
stupid
He
maggot.
has not lifted his arms.
Don't you realize?
He's the weapon either.
The maggot that feasts on our dead. That will be you.
Yippee! Oh,
Now we know who the maggot who feasts on our dead is.
yeah, it's
You
this guy.
seek death then, Zeon?
We want to live. That is why we fight.
Yeah.
The whole colony's turned.
Prepare yourself.
Bird?
Console B.
Yeah.
Why, you?
What? Okay.
He's good for nothing, imbecile.
Okay. No. Okay. The Mobius killed Ray. No.
Okay. I have. Yeah, I'm back. I was like, yeah, and then it froze, and I was like, no.
Okay. What was the last thing you saw?
I mean, I did see what just missed a few
Okay,
moments ago
yeah.
on the other screen, so not too much.
Okay.
I'm assuming like the flame clock was destroyed, and then he was like, no.
And then all of the soldiers turned on him, and started turning on him,
I
and
saw everyone pull up their
Xeon
weapons. Yeah.
Xeon name dropped our stream title. The maggot who feasts on our dead. That would be you. And then
I saw that.
yeah, and now he's like, you good for nothing imbeciles.
Okay. Whew. Oh no.
Must be eradicated.
Xeon!
Why is there a lovely chorus in the background?
It's been there every time. That's the battle theme from Mobius.
It's time. Oh, it's Mobius B.
Yeah? Also, now's a good time to mention, almost every Mobius uses a unique Mobius form.
Okay, he went from... He focuses on his legs, we know that much, right?
Yeah.
At least when he was in his other form.
Yeah.
He looks very big, very chunky, very rock-like, almost.
Yeah, he's got
like
some kind of like
purple.
gauntlets or something, and he's
Yeah.
big. Like he's got a larger body, like a wider body than like K did, and that less so like D.
Yeah. There are some elements in his armor that are kind of peeking through that are just straight up light. Or energy, I would assume.
Yep. It's very similar to the Ouroboros forms, what you say.
Yeah. We do got a ring around his tum-tum, or middle of torso. There were floating
there's...
things.
Yeah. And there's a core in like his stomach there. Oh, he's grabbed Lance!
No!
Did he throw Lance?
Okay, you put Lance down! Okay, yeet! Lance is ready for that.
So, Deflector form increases defender aggro and grants armor veil to all allies. That means that all of our defenders will take more aggro, and armor veil means more. Armor veil is protective buff. Is a protective buff.
Ah.
I shouldn't have
Wait,
done
how,
that because he's.
how did you know I was disconnected? It was only for like a small moment. Was it because like my voice clipped out?
Yeah, because I couldn't hear you. You cut out.
Okay, I am very glad that I talked enough to notice that I got cut out. I was scared for a moment.
Oh no, we didn't get enough. Oh well. We can see his chain order.
Wow. Cool. Really, this one. Cool. You did it. Good job. I'm proud of you. Beat up Mobius. To be fair, he is kind of acting like a maggot right now, laying on the floor and wiggling just a little bit.
But the idea is that the Mobius are feeding off of the life force of the living, so they are parasitic like that.
Yeah. No, I get the poetic sense of calling someone a maggot in this scenario.
Yeah.
Because a maggot feasts not off of the dead, but the living as well as just anything that can have nutritional value.
Yeah.
And they simply exist for that specific reason. It's really weird to think. But have you ever seen those, like, I'm trying to, like, say this without sounding gross, but there are people who just do videos of, like, animals eating things, right? Mm-hmm. Including maggots. Someone has, like, a maggot eating cam where they'll just drop a food and you'll watch them as they, like, crawl around it and then start to eat at it. And it's very instantaneous. The moment that one maggot Why would? Because some people wish to eat like a maggot for some reason. To be fair, it is interesting how maggots work and eat things. I'm not saying I'm the target our audience for it. I'm just saying I've seen it enough times to be like, yep, that exists.
Yep. And according to Xeon, this is what Mobius are.
Yeah.
Which so far is not inaccurate considering how Mobius tend to be.
I would assume that at this point the flame clocks themselves, the whole purpose of why they need to be treasured is that it definitely has to be how the Mobius gets their food source as well as their power.
That was literally when we fought Kay. Oh, we've been grabbed!
Yeah, 100%. No!
Put me down! Yeah, literally we saw Kay eat from the flame, steal from the flame clock in order to heal himself.
Yeah.
He talked about the soldiers as like glitter radishes in season.
Yeah, basically they are fighting in the war for them to not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I would assume.
That seems to be part of the implication, is that the
fabricate a war, almost.
I mean, so far we have no reason why we hate each other except that we've always been at war. Let's get shredding.
He is still spinning very aggressively.
Yep, and while he's spinning, we do bonus damage.
That's a lot of tactical points, or TP. It does look a little silly, but it is satisfying to also see cartoonishly beating up your enemy.
It's also really funny when you get like really big monsters. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Like later on we could just like you can do this to super bosses even, like the biggest monsters in the game.
Can just go spinning like this.
Yeah. Yep. Also all of the Levnesses, if you get lucky.
All of them.
Yep.
Intriguing.
Or you can make them sit on the ground and think about their actions.
I will admit, it's not the first game to do that when it comes to big action stuff. In Monster Hunter World, I remembered beating up the dragons, and you're just supposed to beat them up till they're down, and then beat them up while they're down, right? So imagine like this big Tyrannosaurus Rex looking thing coming at you, and you hit it with the sword hard enough that it leans down and goes, wah, wah, kicking his legs like he has like a child's tantrum. It's very goofy, but it's very satisfying.
I should show you the unlimited the infinite overdrive from Xenoblade X, because literally it is just you walk up to a giant dinosaur and you just kill it. And you just dance in front of it until it dies.
Dancing is a power move. Yes. Yes, it is. No. Genie and Tyon. Tyon is not doing so hot right now. Hopefully he'll be okay soon.
Hmm? He
The
is talking if you're listening to it.
yeah. The health bars went purple for a split second.
Oh yeah, that means damage over time.
Okay, that makes sense. My brain was like, is he just sucking up the life juice of them? Although that doesn't make sense, because if he could just suck life juice out of anybody, they wouldn't need the flame clock for the first
specifically because we are no longer bound by the flame clock, he has no power over us like that.
He couldn't do that even if he wanted to.
Okay, we're gonna start with Senna because, I mean, yeah, he is small time. He is literally, like, all of this theatrics and stuff about how, and craziness, and like with the song and all of this is miscellaneous, bad guy number 7 theme.
I mean, to be fair, there is a reason why he is known as Mobius B. He is just the second one of, I'm assuming, at least 26 other Mobiuses. I say possible because I do not know. There's a full alphabet.
Full alphabet? No, how could that be the case? It's not like they're using a very clear metric that indicates that would be the number that they're going for.
No, they're secretly 30 because then there's like
you gotta consider exclamation point, the thorn symbol, and
pound,
and the pound sign. Oh no, it's Mobius. It's Mobius pound sign. Mobius hashtag.
Hashtag Mobius. He kills you with a mighty selfie. That is dumb. That was the dumbest joke I've said. I will coin that as the dumbest joke I have said today. Just because you find it funny does not mean that the joke is bad. I'll say that. There are many jokes that I say that are very bad, but very good at keeping the attention of humor.
Yes, we got the break. Means we can topple.
Yeah.
Oh no, we got just to 100. Okay.
We're still doing amazing. He is down for the count. Huh. His little blue light is now yellow. He is
it's
so hot.
if you watch when we go into Ouroboros forms, our light starts off blue and then like a blue purple and then turns red as we overheat.
So he's overheating. Or possibly overheating. I'm making the connection that Ouroboros and Mobius are very close to each other.
There are similarities. And some of those similarities were even noted by D in the first battle, Mr. Wild Ride.
Yeah.
But yes, there are...
What makes you say that, Takoyaki? How do you think the guy with the health bar that's nearly ending?
Oh, he didn't get to do a cool finisher.
How do you know he's dead?
Oh, his little chest.
You know, you won't change anything.
Oh, they didn't kill him.
You think you have a future?
No,
Well,
wait,
you
no,
don't.
no, he is dying. He's got the Orbeez.
Only suffering and despair.
Bye.
There goes his Orbeez.
Even so, the choice is mine.
Lay things out for me here, Commander.
I was like, okay, we gotta catch them all up on it.
Our console's a monster. Our flame clock's busted. We still don't have enough food to go round. I have to ask, what's the point of all this?
We succeeded, though not quite the way I'd hoped. Now then, listen.
We were supposed to go for Plan A, but then Plan B happened, and I was like, okay, we'll do Plan B, and then Plan C happened.
Then what? It was all a sham.
So it would appear. For that reason, we need to learn as much as we can. About ourselves. And about the world outside.
Oh, is that everything? And while eating shoe leather?
I mean, he's gonna be fine with just your blood, you know.
Whatever the outcome may be.
Yeah.
Plan B, because we fought Mobius B.
I believe.
Yeah.
We'll help you out too. Not because we're looking for your acceptance, but
Because
just
we
so
want to
everyone
ascend his
can
class
live.
rank so we can,
Please,
so that we can get
let us
the good
further your
ending.
goal.
Yeah. We're
I know you
not
still have
doing
doubt.
this for ourselves.
But
The
won't you give them a
player
chance?
is doing it for themselves to get the good ending, though.
I confess, I'm still a bit dazed by these developments. But I could let them off.
Yeah, same. The commander's never quite been this insistent. If Mwamba were here, I think he'd have agreed much sooner.
Friends.
Well, I'm still not buying it. The one to make the call should be me.
He wants to
I
be
should
the
decide.
commander.
Nobody else. I'll prove it. The only one fit to be commander is me.
Then prove it.
We're gone.
Do
think
what
that's
you
what-
think is right, sure, but like understand that
Man,
you are
way to go
learning
off on
how
one.
why.
He just works
That-
for the colony.
Okay,
He will come around eventually.
so that guy was Kite. He was one of the bullies, but now he's
What's
just
the
like,
word now,
he's a
boss?
bit of the contrarian.
First, I want to solve the food shortage.
What, you mean by taking long hikes? It'll be tough without anything nearby.
That was the case up until now.
Get that guy out of here.
Myself?
No, he needs
I'll
to
try it
do
the
a
other way.
thing
Oh.
called.
Oh, it's time.
What way?
We'll make fields. Our own food supply. Grown with our own hands.
Oh my god, he's gonna be a farmer?
Yeah, this is why everyone loves Xeon. He is such a meme because
One may till the
because
soil and plant glitter radishes.
You always
because his
say yourself.
next quest line is going to be about him farming.
He's just playing
I see.
Minecraft. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
It was difficult to
There's
find
actually a
time
meme
before,
of someone who
since you had to worry about the
turned
flame.
who made Colony 9 in Minecraft, and then they like made a stream setup with like a headset on Xeon and a donation with a donation pop up from.
Then start by observing the vegetation.
It's so good.
It's not just soldiers that want to survive out here.
Yeah.
To learn.
Tie on spreading words of wisdom. Yeah, study the life,
I understand.
study plants and learn how they live, and then we can recreate that.
Oh, and
Yeah. Well, to be
If you
fair
ever need
though,
my
they
support,
are in an army that
just
has
call
been
me. I'll help.
focused on
That's
following
appreciated,
orders
but-
this entire time, right? If
Are you
you
really
don't
sure?
have to follow orders and you can
If you truly
stay
want to change
stationary,
something,
growing
You must
something
start with
is
yourself.
worth it.
I believe
Because
you
not
said
only
that.
are you self-sustaining, you can be part of a different ecosystem to
Still,
help and make
some
sure
folks
other
aren't gonna
colonies
like
are
you
doing
when you're
okay.
palling around with us lot.
Yeah,
It
but we
doesn't
got.
matter what they think of me.
Think about the
Yeah.
glitter radish
As long as I
economy
carry out my
here.
duty.
I will say, do you know what a taro root is?
Sarcasm. At this
Kind
stage.
of. It rings
Okay.
a
Not
bell.
at all.
It's a tuber,
I was just thinking that you're still the same.
as in
old
like
friend from
like a
back then.
potato.
Oh, okay, okay,
You've
yeah.
gained
yeah,
away
yeah.
with words.
Oh, is it kind of like
I
how
see.
taro milk tea
Perhaps
is like?
people can change.
It's that taro.
Wow, ouch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taro. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave us strength.
I've eaten those. Those
Thank
exist.
you.
Yeah. Um.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We're gonna have fun. Yeah. Everyone loves Xeon. He is a big. He's got a lot of memes, but he's also got a lot of heartfelt stuff. Except for that part in this quest where you have to wait for it to rain.
He's just like,
You'll find it in my heart to trust you.
wait for it to rain. What do you mean that isn't Mimi? Are we not gonna be doing like a rain dance?
Actually, you can. You can pay to make it rain with the no pun rain dance.
So, okay, Takoyaki, I think you weren't here to understand the hero things. So, some of the classes, like if a hero joins you, they are a hero. It's kind of like in the Muppets when a guest star exists. They're there to help with quests specifically towards this character and their special
I
class.
feel at home again. Seeing all
I
these
think
friendly
is the
faces.
best way to put it. Does that make
Did
sense?
you see who the inheritor was for the class?
I would assume it's the healing classes, right? No.
So, I accidentally skipped past it. I wanted to have the pop up to like have you guess. So, which of our 6 main party characters got Xeon's class?
Was it Lance? Because Lance is doing stuff. Dealing with stuff?
Nope, it was Noah.
Noah! Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because Noah and him was like, they were the closest, I would assume.
So now we're gonna switch Noah back to defender and Mio back to attacker.
I just made the assumption for Lance because of how many interactions they had in comparison.
That's usually a good metric. And there's like a bit of a cheaty way to tell. So like here, do you see how this class is denoted with an S?
Mm.
That means that that tells you who the inheritor is. So like if we swap over to Lance, you can see he's got an S for this one, so you can tell. Oh yeah, this is gonna be for him. But like
Because he's already mastered
I'll hint here. Yumsmith is Riku and Manana, and you can see that it's a D already, even though we haven't unlocked it. So if we flip around here, we can actually find out who's going to inherit the class early, but that's not as fun, so we're not doing that.
Okay. I am probably going to forget that special little thing, so I don't spoil myself. So
No, it's
sure.
fine. I have intentionally avoided spoilers. But yeah, now we've got Colony 9 quests, and we can do and if we go to the affinity chart.
Why can't Xeon stay forever? But scary Riku can't be because Riku is the gem crafter. They have to have gems. Xeon has a whole colony to help out still, technically.
So now we can start accepting quests in Colony 9.
Yippee!
Running out of supplies across the border. Xeon's got to find a solution, and fast.
Yeah.
First thing he has to solve is the food shortage. Hunting and harvesting isn't producing enough for us to live on.
Can't underestimate a bit of good intel.
If you're ever in trouble, just get in contact, okay? I'll help out if I can. Cheers, Xeon. I get the feeling you're gonna end up calling you at some pretty strange times. I don't mind. I'd rather that than carry the regret of not being able to do whatever I could. Felt about Mwamba. I felt about Mwamba. Never again.
Damn.
I don't have the list pulled up on what side quests we need to do to advance Xeon's class here, but there are a few requirements because they all build towards the story about him becoming a farmer.
This
I mean,
is
if
tragic.
who should we keep with us? Should we have? Here, let's.
Let's keep Xeon here just for a little bit.
Xeon can be here for a bit of support. But now we're gonna go on vacation, to see how the other side lives. So this is where we had our big moment. This is where all the stuff went down.
Oh yeah, this is when we found.
This is
out
where we
that
got
first
dressed,
time.
and the boys discovered shame for the first time.
That was their first time discovering that?
Yeah, it was the first
Did the
time
guy
they had
get
ever.
killed there?
Like,
Yes.
yeah,
That
we
was the first time
specifically
they saw an old
yeah.
guy.
They specifically showed that they do not. The main characters do not feel awkward about getting undressed around each other, and then here, for the first time after becoming Ouroboros, they did. Because it's actually where's the Ouroboros stone? It should be around here.
Well, isn't that something?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, remember, chapter 1 is the first chapter of the book of the fall of man from the book of Genesis. Like, that's not a meme or anything. That's just literally what it is. Takoyaki.
Look.
Oh, Mimi! That's Kyrie from Colony Gamma. What? Friend of yours? Yes, but the story will have to wait.
Okay, let's give her a hand.
Going beyond power.
What's wrong, friend? And then they're like, you! Why are you with the enemy?
Also, Takoyaki's what? There's 6 of them. They're all level 24 and 25.
Takoyaki, were you here when we told the fun fact about the voice actor for Xeon? Double checking this so I can surprise them just in case
They were, but no, they're talking about how the first chapter of Xenoblade 3 is the fall of man.
So, Takoyaki, just so you can never unhear it, the voice actor for Xeon sounds an awful like Asterion, don't you think? From Baldur's Gate? Anyway, I'm getting back at this. Paying attention to what we doing here.
Yeah, Takoyaki's going through it.
Huh? What? What? Yeah, when you hear their voice again, just think about it. Just think about it just a little bit.
Oh, the poor guy who's left is like, oh gosh, I did not sign up for this.
Yeah. To be fair, if you're fighting in a war, you're the last one there, and you see like Ouroboros.
Okay? You're not hurt. Me? Kyrie. Mio! You're in one piece. Thank you so much for saving me. I'm so glad you're alive.
Yes, yes. No need to get so excited.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll calm down. Deep breaths. What are you doing here, Kyrie? Colony Gamma is...
Oh, well, actually...
You got separated from your unit again.
I'm so sorry. I just have no sense of direction at all.
Never change, Kyrie.
She's interesting, isn't she?
Interesting, a pain in the neck. Same difference, I suppose.
So, Mio, those other people...
Don't worry about them. They're my friends, and they helped save you.
Ah, so they did.
Yeah, so
Thanks
don't
again,
worry.
Mio.
Why, thanks, Mio. What are the rest of us, our moose steak?
That is literally the equivalent of, what are we, chopped liver?
Mio, let's hurry back to the colony. I bet the commander will be pleased to see you too.
Yeah, about that. Can I have a quick word?
Of course. What about?
Oh, they don't
This is
think
another
she ran
question,
away. They think they
Well,
died.
How do we look to you?
No, because last time they
How do you...
they had the red iris that made them look like monsters. Remember?
let me see.
And
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, but to this colony? For Mio's side?
yeah, that was the implication.
Aha!
That was the implication.
Yep, no good at all. You can't just change your clothes as you please. That's against regulations. Now, they suit you so perfectly. I mean, your off-seer outfit suited you to a T as well, but I mean...
Thanks, Kyrie. That's all I needed.
Happy to help.
I just need to discuss something with everyone. Mind waiting?
No problem.
She's... Her head must be
No
very
thoughts.
used
She
to the
seems in her
clouds.
right
Yeah,
mind anyway.
head
No glowing
empty.
No thoughts, just friends and regulations apparently.
How smooth is the brain? What brain? What brain?
Just classic Kyrie.
But does this
Her
mean we
brain
don't
is
have
white
files to
noise.
Let's not worry about that for now. What should we do with her?
That's the question. I want to take her back to the colony if we can. But can we?
We can't send her out on her own. It's dangerous, and she'd definitely get lost again.
We have to escort her back, or she's going to wind up on the other
She's
side
gonna
of the
run into a
continent.
tree.
It's possible
She
that the
runs into
commander Colony
every
Gamma would
available
hear us out.
creature known to man.
She-
At least, he isn't the type to turn
How
around
did you
and
get
capture
here
without
on your own?
Can we
She,
try them?
we leave her be, and then next thing we know, she's hanging out with Dorn and Bam Bam over
Seems worth meeting.
Yeah.
in their runaway loveness.
If
Yeah.
anything happens, I'll do everything I can to keep you all safe, I promise. Thanks for waiting. Let's go, Kyrie.
Ready, Mio?
We've made some new friends.
We made a new friend. Yeah, that means that she's on the thing over here. Next to Colony 9.
We do
She's
not
in
have
colony-
any
Colony has just been
connections.
registered.
But that's because we
And
we
now
just
we've
met.
got Colony Gamma here. But also you can see, you can actually see what the symbols are for each colony in the middle of their flame clock. Which is why I was commenting on the simplicity of the one from before, because these are all, like, complex.
Yeah.
That's 3 colonies freed, all on one side of the battlefield. A dead body!
Yippee! Time to release
We
the
can't leave it
Orbeez.
like this.
Was it like the Orbeez, like, little bouncy ball things?
Yeah. Well, they're not. I mean, they're kind of bouncy.
I don't know.
But like the Orbeez that I usually reference, like at least with this game, is more for like the orbs of light in Slitherio. They're not called
Ah.
Orbeez. I just call them
Let's
Orbeez
have
because
some ether.
circle. Like Orbeez yeah. No, you should not fill a bathtub with. Okay. So Bird, I'm going to teach you about Orbeez so you know why
Mhm.
putting them in a bathtub's a bad idea.
Mhm.
Okay? Orbeez are dehydrated little balls that when you hydrate them in a, say, like a glass of water, they fill up and turn into this see-through little ball. They can bounce, kind of, and they are very satisfying to crush because, you know, they're mostly like this weird chemical gelatin. They are not for eating, and they're bad for the environment, from what I can tell. They can get dehydrated, but it's literally just usually for marveling and looking at things. Its original use actually was a floral use, because you would put them in like vases and you can use them to hold stems together because it doesn't harm the plant that's in it. They don't leave like a chemical residue behind. You just can't eat them. They're inedible. But yeah, if you were to say fill up a bathtub full of Orbeez, you would have a bathtub full of Orbeez and a drain full of Orbeez and eventually a sewer system clogged with Orbeez. Don't use that many Orbeez. Orbeez should always be released into the... I have seen it, Takoyaki. Don't you dare. I have seen the horrors with my own eyes.
By the way, look here. The world just ends. It's cloudy, so we can't see it super well, but yeah, it just the world just ends.
It just goes on.
Yeah, like
Forever and ever.
over there, that's Everblight Plain where we start the game. So if we keep going this way a little bit, we should be able to see that like
if we
there's
fell
just
at the end of the world, we would just fall off of the earth. We wouldn't be able to. We would die instantly. Takoyaki.
Oh, now it's thunderstorming. So we can't really see it because of the clouds, but there is nothing down there. It just wraps around. We are floating.
Yeah.
Actually, we can kind of see it here. Where it's like maybe on the
well,
map.
You can see the cliff edge. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna leave those guys clear because they're a bit high level.
Yeah. I will admit the allure of Orbeez is very strong. Because when I was a florist, I used to fill vases with Orbeez all the frickin' time, and the urge to stick your hand in a vase full of Orbeez is always strong. No! They don't have edible Orbeez yet. The closest you can get to eating an actual Orby is like... Wait, did you say what?
That's a gap in the market there.
But
at the same time, it feels like it does remind me that there's like medicine in Japan that's like, or not medicine, candy in Japan that's medicine themed.
Yeah, there are some people that want to eat specific things that aren't edible, Orbeez being one of them. There are replacements you can do. Most people usually say, oh, boba is like the best replacement for eating Orbeez. No. Because normal Orbeez are too doughy. They do not have that gelatin feeling and sensation that when you crush them, they crush the way that an Orby does. No. What you need is crystal boba. Crystal boba is gelatinized just in the same way and has the texture. The only downside is that they're never like a perfect circle. If I could get a perfect circle crystal boba, that would, I would. Yeah, don't actually eat Orbeez. Eat crystal boba instead. Put them into your flesh and let your skin absorb the Orbeez.
No time to play around.
Take a bite of the Willy Wonka Jawbreakers. Got it.
No, your jaw. Personally, I don't like Willy Wonka candy anymore. I lost the appeal after I watched 5 kids get brutally murdered in his factory tour.
Yeah, that's like... I mean, they made it out, but yeah, they did not deserve that. Like, how... Like, he had no safety railing up. How are you gonna just approve that?
You want to know something really funny, though? in all seriousness, a lot of the food safety regulations that you have, they made those directly after the first Willy Wonka movie came out because they noticed, like, hey, what he's doing is just about as bad as, you know, this.
Yeah. What happens if someone needs to run through the taffy machine?
Yeah. You just gonna still serve it to people? That's gross! And so, Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory actually inspired a lot of the food safety we have in our factories now. But if you want to see, like, another great example of, like, pure whimsy of what Willy Wonka has done, in the official first movie, right? The official first one, there's a scene where they go in, like, a washer to wash, like, this weird machine, and it's, like, edible bubbles and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't edible bubbles, obviously, right? But the bubbles in question were so high in the chemical compound that they had, and the water that produced the bubbles were so hot, they actually had to stop filming because everyone in the cast was covered in red hives from the irritation the bubbles left. And some of them were struggling. Some of them were struggling to breathe because they were just drowning in bubbles.
You know, that reminds me of the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz had a lot of very not so good things happen.
Asbestos.
Not just asbestos. So the Wicked Witch of the West, right?
Yeah.
She was supposed to safely have fire around her during, like, one of her transition scenes, and they had powdered copper as, like, a smoke bomb effect for, like, the first time she leaves, and it singed her skin, and it like permanently damaged it. If the Wicked Witch of the West actress had not taken the time to actively file a lawsuit, she would have been hospitalized and not even able to finish the performance of her stuff. There is the fact that some people put into place that because of the fact that Dorothy, the actress in charge of that, they wanted so much to make sure she kept her figure that they gave her cigarettes, hard drugs. My brain is blanking on what it was at the time, but it was one of many that kind of stunted the lifespan of the actress as well as her singing voice and a lot of other stuff in between. The asbestos for the snow scene is usually like the most common one. What else? They technically kill off their first Tin Men because they thought it was a good idea to use raw aluminum to paint the skin of the Tin Men, and it gave the first actor that tried it cancer during the original performers, so they replaced him with another one. I can't remember if they mentioned that they replaced the actor entirely throughout the rest of the film or just the beginning of it. I don't remember. I like The Wizard of Oz, if you couldn't tell, but I really do not like the first film. Not because it's a bad adaptation, it's an adaptation of all time, and it does have some merit for it, but not what most people assume it's for. Most people really note it for being the first film in color, but that is not true. It was the first one that was using a very new, like a nuanced way of utilizing color, because back then when you had to put film in color by hand, you had to do it by hand, by figuring out the balance of red, white, and blue. And they had to compose for that exact thing. So sometimes, like, certain colors will be so inaccurate. So what they were advertising wasn't, hey, this is the first one in color. It's, hey, we have all the colors of the rainbow, and it's very saturated. That's why they deliberately chose to make Dorothy's shoes ruby red, as opposed to the original, like, crystal white shoes that she had. Because they were supposed to be, like, in parallel to, like, glass slippers. fairy tale stories, but in the urban Americana, the Wild West. Hey, we poisoned and burned our cast for some red and blue guys.
I mean, you know, at the very least, as far as terrible movie productions go, at least I know that like there's the famous case of like people think that a woman got killed because she wore like gold body paint or something, but that was not true. So not all bad stories are terrible.
Yeah, there are some false stories for the Wizard of Oz as well. I could at least debunk them. They keep saying that they have like a dead munchkin in one of the scenes hanging over, but that is due to like a visual effect in like what's the right word? Like, because the film went from pre-recorded to digital, the compression that the camera took caused some glitching in the background when trying to refurbish it. And some people thought that it's either a munchkin who hung themselves, a normal guy that hung themselves, or a monstrous bird ghost. I'm not even kidding. And it would be a really great theory if they hadn't proved that it was just a painted background, and there is no way that no one could be there because it's a flat painting for a set dress.
Yeah, like how there's also, I know there's stuff like in like old, when you run in security footage for a long time, it bleeds through and you can get cases where like some people think they've caught like ghosts on camera, but it's because they keep rewriting over the same old footage.
Yeah, that some of the more common occurrences kind of shine through. That's why it also looks very ambiguous or like one specific thing. Yeah, those are really fun glitches to find, because after you notice them for a while, you'll start noticing patterns for a lot of quote-unquote ghost sightings. This is why, like, if you're trying to be with like real ghost or paranormal investigators, they do not really count film footage as proper, like, active, proper evidence of certain things because it is untrustworthy sometimes. I remember watching like this investigative group. They're called TAPS, and they are notorious for just going, oh, that's a bug, that's a bug, that's a bug. And then by the end of it, even though, you know, the customers are like, oh, from the evidence you gave me, I have no doubt in my mind it's a ghost. They go, no, it's not. We failed. There's no ghosts here.
This is something decent, right?
There was an episode.
That's the kind of ghost hunting show I want to watch. One where they actually say like, okay, here's the logical explanation for what this is, or like, I've seen some videos of like people going through like, let's break down what this actually is, or like what this trope is, and it's like, oh,
yeah.
So this background noise, well, this kind of mic can have these kinds of effects if you just like scrape your foot on the ground like so.
Yeah. Even with that set in mind, there are some things they couldn't explain at all, but they still denied it was a ghost. So they were in like an armory, for example, okay, this like prison armory of some sort. And their cameramen, they saw on camera of this guy like with his boom mic up because they were feeling for cold spots, and they were like, oh yeah, there's a cold spot right here. Cold spots in ghost investigations is like a theory that ghosts manifest through temperature to get like physical energy. So cold spots are where ghosts are at, supposedly, or where the ghost energy is being stored. And the cameraman had his boom mic up the entire time. His equipment hit him in the face and threw him down. And we saw it on camera because someone had recorded that. They also had a temperature camera going like, oh shit. Not only that, but his face is still like blood hot red in comparison from the trauma of literally having his heavy camera equipment that's on his strap while his hands are up holding the boom mic. Like you see in the camera footage, it goes down, then up, then back down. In his opinion, he genuinely was like, yeah, it felt as if someone had tossed it and punched me in the face with my gear. And then they went, and I quote, I hate to tell you this, we don't think that's a ghost. We don't know what it is. They definitely think it's paranormal activity, of course, because it can't be proven, but they can't say it was a ghost.
We made it to Colony Gamma.
Yippee! Oh, there's a lot of green going on.
Yeah, because now we're on the, this is our first, Agnian colony.
Yeah.
Wait here. I'll go ahead and tell everyone.
No, Kyrie, just wait.
Hey guys,
And it's too
Mio's
late.
come back. Tyon and Senna too.
It's like, oh boy, here we go. We should be here. I mean,
Welcome
I think,
back.
oh,
We were so worried about you guys.
quite literally the opposite reaction from what we had at Colony 9.
Why are they so nice?
Good job sticking it out, Senna. We were pretty sure you were dead.
Does he
Fix,
have
why'd you have to be
horns?
so
Yep.
snarky about
And
everything?
Oh
blue
my
lines like Senna
I'm
does.
so glad you're okay.
Mio,
Ooh.
it's been so long.
The other guy had,
Yeah. Blue.
Wait, are those actual tears? Uni?
Snuff it, you big dummy.
Oh, there you are, Teach.
Teach? Do they have teachers? Uh-oh.
Mio, Senna, Tyon. It's wonderful to see you again.
I'm truly sorry, Commander Teach. We never meant to.
The details can wait till later. I'm sure you'd appreciate a rest, no? I imagine getting here was by no means a simple task. Am I right?
Dude's
Yes.
got mutton
We
chops.
appreciate your concern.
And as for our visitors here, we can make our introductions later.
Oh, his name is literally Teach.
Well then,
That's what everyone calls him, so.
He's just Teach.
Also, that's
I
not
like how he
lighting.
has not-
Oh, he's scowled when he's walking away.
Oh no, that's...
Also,
Oh, you're
it's not
right.
a trick of the light. His skin is actually blue.
but I could feel
Okay.
something threatening in him.
Are you sure about this?
Something
He didn't even
tells
question
me.
us.
I feel like he
Perhaps he's
scowled
already
as soon as he
worked it
turned
out.
his back.
Decided we're not hostile.
Well, no one's attacked us, which is more than we can say for pretty much every other time.
Mimi, once we're rested up, how about we tour the colony?
Good idea. I want to see how everyone's doing.
And we can show the Kavesi folks around while we're at it.
I feel like he
Much
did an evil
obliged.
anime
We are
smile just now.
visitors after all.
No. I
want to
feel
have a
like
chat
he
with the
had a
soldiers
whole
too.
facade
There are a
right
couple of
there.
things
He's
I'm
like, oh
curious to
hey,
know."
da.
So this is your
Yeah,
colony,
no,
Mio.
we'll focus on that later.
Let's
And
see
then
what
he's
kind
like,
of place it is.
God damn it, more mouths to feed.
Always nice
I
to
know
More
that's
meet you.
probably
paperwork.
not more this to deal with.
The smell.
You know what I mean? Look what we found, a cantina. You know what that means.
I'm just
More
gonna lie here, and you
food.
can't stop me.
More chatting.
Meat and veg, leglati?
Le
Been
clatti.
waiting
The
for
clatti.
this.
The clatti. The clatti sounds delicious,
Has
actually.
everybody had their fill?
Yesterday,
Related.
me and my partner Sheridan, right? We were watching videos because we were bored and just tried to, relax, so to speak,
Mhm.
unwind. And we were watching a cooking video talking about potatoes, but it's from like this one specific YouTuber that talks in more like a historic sense about food.
Mm-hmm.
So he was bringing up how potatoes are technically a poverty food, right? And are
Yeah.
considered that. But they are so valuable due to how easy it was. So it's even more of a tragedy when, like, say, like the potato blight, happened.
Yeah.
and he was just cooking up food, and he was like, I'm not cooking it exactly as like peasants or these people did it. during
Nopon
this
just
time."
drowned
It's like,
itself. That
Is it?
Nopon rocking on the water there, it just keeps they look
Is it still? Yeah, it's getting out of the water
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's just straight up, just like takoyaki. No.
Oh, takoyaki! The Nopon are good! We must protect them! They are a precious resource world could not exist without!
Yeah.
So says the Nopon.
For whatever reason that might be.
Hey, Mio, do you need something?
Kyrie, while we were away, nothing strange happened, did it?
Not that I can think of, just training is normal and... Oh, actually,
Something happened?
monster showed up.
Monster? What?
Apparently, this monster showed up at the site where you vanished.
Oh, that's
Line
very
sent-
convenient.
Sent word, but we lost contact right after that. As you vanished as well, everyone just kind of assumed that whatever it was had got you. You just remember it freaks me out all over again. But you're back safe and sound. So I guess there was no monster after all.
I forget. Because
They-
of the one right. Yes. At least not what we saw.
I'm so glad. Monster.
The monster. Surely couldn't be. Because the Mobius made them see them as monsters.
Yeah.
Remember? So there's a
Yeah.
good chance that, like, they just saw her as a monster. But they didn't think that she was like, oh no, the monster's got her.
These are lying around everywhere. Ow!
Potatoes.
I really stopped hopping off of. Yeah, potatoes. The original, like, oldest cookbooks talking about how to do them, as it went up in the ranks of class, it had more ingredients incorporated in it. So, like, at first it was like, how to mash potatoes, how to eat sliced potatoes, how to fry potatoes. Now we have so many different variants on how to make potatoes that, like, there's a whole type of noodle that's, like, based on potatoes that you can use for soup and delicacies.
Potato bread and...
Yeah.
But also, potatoes a New World crop, right? Like, it did not exist in Europe until people came over here and found it.
I think I'm not entirely sure. That part I wasn't fully paying attention to. I was just hungry and going, mashed potatoes.
Naturally, as soon as you get back, you want to see what's been going on. Let's cut to the chase. Has anyone else come back besides us? I'm afraid not. Just you. Soldiers who went on the front line are still MIA. Hey. Operation was riddled with weird stuff, though. Commander for the particulars, but it's all classified. He couldn't say. I suppose you know anything about it, Tyon? Sorry, no. The Allied soldiers who attacked us, all missing. Fates unknown. It's like hacked. Ugh.
Always nice to see a new face.
Teach.
His name really is Teach, Commander Teach. Bird, you ran right into those people.
Sorry, they were in the way. Oh, look.
No pun. Oh.
We gotta steal their supplies.
Yeah. Because we're friends.
Yeah, and show Takoyaki lands from the back.
Yeah. We'll watch this first.
Oh, but isn't Mio, Tyon, and Little Senna? Watch your tongue. Why am I the one you're always rude to? Forget about that. How about facing me in a little mock combat? See, all we're doing is standing by, so I'm getting soft. Standing by is an important duty. Don't complain. Don't patronize me. I want to go to the front line for once. I want to rack up some points in combat. Maybe become commander one day. Like, how stuff are we still? They're still treating us like reserves, as if this were the time for it. Now that we lost most of our experienced personnel, there's only us left to do what needs doing. Huh? You lost them? Vanished without a trace.
That's concerning.
Always nice to see a new face.
It's a very different vibe in this colony compared to where we just were.
Well, to be fair, most of the colony interactions have been like, we know you're the bad guys, we know that you're traitors, we know this. This is one of the first few times where like they actively immediately accepted it without question.
Yeah, which is suspicious. We've also got a lot of stuff going on that we gotta discuss, but we'll get to that someday.
Yeah.
This reminds me. Looks like our friends are doing just fine, Mimi.
Seems so. Still, there's a lot fewer soldiers here than I expected.
A lot of the soldiers employed on that mission haven't come back yet. No one knows what became of them.
The mission where we became Ouroboros, yeah?
I dare say that's the one.
Sorry. Should have kept my mouth shut. No, you didn't do anything wrong, Uni.
All the soldiers left in the colony are newbies with no combat experience. Right now they've been ordered to stand by as a reserve force, far from the front lines.
A good thing, too. That's what saved Kari and others' lives. Plus, they didn't get to learn the truth about us and the world. But...
Ugh. It doesn't sit well with me to pretend like everything's fine, though.
Mio, would you mind talking to this commander of yours, Teach?
About what?
Everything. Tell him thanks for taking us in, no questions asked.
Yeah. I wonder if Teach is the only one that is aware of the situation. Hence
I
why
think
he's a little...
he's more aware of things than everyone else and is keeping that quiet.
Yeah.
Would he be working with the Mobius then?
Well, Commanders and Mobius have been known to be in connection to some extent.
Yeah.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Now look, I know I said he was trustworthy, but...
No, Noah's right.
Also, I like how
everything
Xeon
anyway.
is just here.
If we're gonna talk, we may
Yeah,
as well
Xeon's
let it all
just
out
here.
sooner than
He's
later.
chilling.
Yeah.
We can't just expect people to trust us while we hide the truth like this.
Yeah, makes more sense than staying and hiding.
Right.
The commander will understand. I know it. He's crazy harsh, but crazy fair, too.
Harsh? He didn't look it.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
The phrase ignorance is bliss has always foreshadowed to something being very terribly wrong, and every time I've heard that sentence. Then again, the only other time I have heard that is usually like from The Matrix. I mean, it is true.
How is
sometimes?
If you still need to rest.
Oh, see, his skin is like a pale blue,
Commander.
even here in the white light.
There's something else I'd like to discuss with you.
Of course. You don't look like you've come to just deliver a report. Then, shall we relocate? That should be more convenient for you.
Yes, that would be helpful, thank you.
Ah, yes. I know a good place nearby. Let's talk there.
I feel suspicious.
Commander, please. We don't need to go there.
It has a beautiful view, and a particular peacefulness about it.
Something
Lovely.
tells me.
I'd love to see it.
They know something we don't know.
This is all going south.
It's just a change of place. I don't get what the problem is.
We'll regret this.
I'd rather not delay, but unfortunately I have some work left to do here. Wait for me next to the training ground. I'll meet you as soon as I can.
Very well. We'll see you there.
Something tells me that, like, either it
They
is
were
for him to get
outstanding
upset about.
soldiers. I'd go so far as to say they were the pride of Agnes. So, now they're traitors. People are mysteries. You can never really understand them.
Bum, bum,
Don't
bum,
you
bum.
agree?
He
Oh!
does think they're traitors. Oh no!
But I'm the commander. I can't let my personal feelings get in the way of my duty. I will deal with them. You can leave the matter with me. We can't afford to ignore anything that might do our very world harm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gee, I hope that our heroes know about the
Sorry to
information
have kept you
about
waiting.
it.
So, shall we head out?
Yeah. So is this good place of yours far?
I'd say reasonably near. But the road is poorly maintained and slopes a lot. It might not be an easy journey.
Reasonably near. I
Oh,
mean, if you're
great.
thinking,
Now
like,
I'm totally
in third
sold.
dimension trigonometry, yeah, it's pretty near.
Once you get the hang of it, it's
What do
just
you
like strolling
by
through a field of
this?
flowers. If you don't mind, I can explain on the way.
Well,
I
in that
mean,
case,
if we were moving there in a straight line, it would be
It's
fine.
reasonably close by.
Pythagorean theorem and all. But because we gotta walk.
hey, so what's this good place you were talking about?
I can hardly spoil the surprise now, can I? Trust me, it'll be worth the wait.
Now that we have Teach in the party, if we look here, his talent art is a burst art.
Huh. Intriguing.
Which is the last one we needed for the full combo.
Yeah.
Still can't launch smash or burst without a without talent arts. So it's not super reliable yet, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, do you see that cave up there?
Huh. That's a very weirdly shaped cave.
Yeah, that's because you're
Okay.
supposed to see it from the inside.
Oh.
Whoa, check this place out.
Elnef's Pass.
Right, guys, let's give it some.
You don't need to tell me.
Trying to fun it.
I feel the foreshadowing.
There's actually a Buddit super boss in Xenoblade 1. Well, 108. Oh no, Uni's only got one Master Art set. I'll have to fix that before we get into anything major. Not that there's anything like majorly important that we need to be aware of in the immediate future.
Bird is really good at keeping hints away from me.
Listen, listen. Earlier, part of me was thinking, you know, part of me really wants to go and show you what the Jester console is doing over in in the story, but we need to get through this first before we can get there. But I know that you're going to like that.
Yeah, I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah. Voltage. And we get a skill.
Yeah.
And a gem. We're gonna start, like, as we get higher levels, so level 30 and then 40, we're gonna start, like, snowballing in terms of power level.
Okay.
This is a really interesting, like, big slope area here. It's like, it goes up and then it's, like, segmented, like, plates or something, and then, like...
Yeah, almost like plates of armor, maybe.
Yeah, like, part of a body or something, definitely.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely not to remind us that we're living on a whole living other creature.
Yeah. Do you remember when I showed you some of me running around in Xenoblade 2? I showed you that like grass titan that was like all covered in green and stuff, and it was like you could see like it moving and walking.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
We're about to. Oh yeah, we're in the middle of leveling up. Everyone's gonna hit level 24 from this.
From this bird, the Rogel.
Yeah. Smart Rogel.
Yes, I am.
This way, everyone.
This way, everyone. Be careful of the very clearly booby-trapped place.
Right. This is where it gets real. First, imagine a stake. The stake is hammered into the ground so deep that it becomes one with the earth. Now,
Question,
take
what's an
that
earth?
feeling, and that's how you're going to take each step. Your feet are the stakes in this case.
Well, I guess Earth might mean
I
dirt
guess
in this sense.
No, I don't get it.
That's all you need to know for now. You'll pick the rest up as you go.
We can now walk up slopes.
Guys, we can walk up the
You've all
slopes.
good heads on your shoulders.
This is strictly first terminal level stuff for us.
Yeah, so now we can use this to navigate in the desert.
Ah. Oh, there's more stuff up. Oh, well, ooh, ominous. Ominous
There's
cloud.
black fog up there.
Yeah. Sorry, I saw the ship and I'm like, oh, that's what he was gonna do. He's just gonna beat him up while they're there. Nope, there's more up here.
Yeah, there's. So that's the super boss.
Ooh, little floral creatures again.
Yeah, Blance. But yeah, that's the super boss that's flying over around right there.
Oh yeah! I'm not sure like we've seen that one. I feel like we've seen that one before. My
We've
brain's
seen it
thinking-
from way down by Colony 9.
Yeah. Okay, that was cool. They acted at the same time. I saw that. Beautiful. Him in the thorns! No, don't kick a thorn. That's the worst thing to do.
It's Hidden Thorns is the move.
Oh, hidden thorns. My brain just misheard a sentence entirely.
It's okay. You'll only hear it for the next 20, 50 hours of the game.
I always like how, like, when plants are turned into monsters, they always look like a Venus flytrap. Venus flytraps aren't aggressive like that. They're trapped. That's why they're called Venus flytraps. They wait before making an attack. They don't have piranha teeth.
It's kind of like a stylization of a piranha plant, but you can kind of see where they're drawing inspiration. Like, like when they hide underground, like only the big pretty flower is visible. So it's like taking a trap, a passive predator, and making it into an ambush predator.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing. I just always find it very silly because most people, when they see a Venus flytrap, they think that it constantly is opening and shutting those leaves.
Yeah. In real life, it's like if a failed catch can risk killing that plant. I know.
Yeah.
Because it will digest itself.
Yep. It very much not only digests itself, but in the process of it, even when they do catch something, if that trap doesn't have enough energy to sustain it, it will also turn black and fall off. It's a little sad. They also have to conserve energy, so they have a hibernation period too.
Yeah.
A lot of plants
I know it's like
have them, but like
it's like 30 seconds. They have to wait for the hairs to get reduced false positives. You have to hit the hairs so many times in a certain amount of time.
They specifically usually wait after like the second or third time.
Yeah.
Come on, people! This is why you need to lift more weights.
Senna, you know you can't hone your endurance just by lifting weights.
Oh, are you sure?
The key to training is working the whole body rather than focusing too much on any one exercise. I'm sure it's not a problem now, but keep it up and you'll wear yourself out.
Oh, wow, I see.
Not good, though. I believe I already taught
Oh
you this
no.
in the past.
It is getting a lecture.
Sorry.
Look at you, all calm and cool.
Indeed, because I train properly.
This is harder than I expected.
I said we'd regret this.
Oh, they think it's like a remedial thing, though. I feel like it's gonna get worse, though.
He seems mild-mannered enough at first glance. But new recruits are terrified of him. They'd rather face a battle than his wrath.
Tyon, are you okay?
You shouldn't slack off on your training just because you've seen real battle. Whether you live or die on the battlefield is determined by how you face it. That's where it ends. Excuse me. I didn't mean to lecture.
No, you did. We all know.
You never change, Commander.
Ah, don't embarrass me.
You really do come across as an instructor.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's pretty unusual for a commander to be an instructor as well, though.
Probably. In my case, well, there's a lot going on.
I kind of just want to point this out. His
Just what I
hair
said.
has like
Anyway,
one incredibly
break time's
long
over.
piece in the bang
Let's
that like
crack
you
on.
would assume is long enough that he could just put it through the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's incredibly long for the part that it's supposed to be for.
Yeah.
It's incredibly like it is all for style.
Yeah. I mean, we should have established by now that all the commanders have incredible fashion sense.
Yeah. He did that out of a style choice.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
great.
say that.
If memory serves,
If
somewhere
memory
we can rest.
serves.
Let's take a breather.
Alright,
Okay.
I want to replace our
Got anything I can eat?
food.
Yeah. I will
Uh,
say this. I think his plan is that he's trying to tucker them out and then beat them up. Because he's under like pretty good suspicion that these traders are too busy like doing trader stuff to, work out. But then he's gonna see that, oh no, they are willing to trade and they are willing to hear me out. Maybe I should change my mind.
Look!
I don't know. Aww. That-
Make sure we're nice and clean for when he makes us beat him up or whatever he's planning.
Alright, let's
Yeah.
get going. Time's a wasting.
Also, just want to point this out over here,
Is
guy
that
in the waterfall.
Why does it look like a jellyfish? Like it has a jellyfish vibe.
Yeah.
It's
He's just
very-
chilling.
Yeah. I will admit, like the plant creature, it also has the other type of carnivorous plant method, which is here is a big hole where I put
Yeah.
good smelling thing in that either smells of flesh or sweetness. When it comes to bugs, both are equally great.
Perseverance, people.
They will just fall in, get stuck in the liquid, and can't get out.
We made it.
And before
Transcendent
you think-
retreat.
No bug is that stupid to fall for that. I have
Bright colors, smell, then throw in very slippy surfaces and substances that it can't climb.
yeah.
I mean,
But
we've used the same methods to make ant traps, don't we?
yeah. There's a lot of bug traps that are actually very close to
Here's a
that.
goodie.
Although ant traps usually there's a few methods of ant trapping. I think like the most diabolical is like here's a food source that you can technically bring home to the queen.
Yeah.
But the moment that the queen eats it, the queen is the only one that dies.
Or it kills off the larva so that the larva can't develop and then can't replace the workers when they die.
Yep, and due to that, most of the ants would think like, oh, she's not the queen, she's a traitor, and then kill the traitor. Because ant systems are messed up.
Yeah.
Well, it's efficient for an ant, sure. But,
Yeah.
don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But,
when your objective is survival of the species, not survival of the culture or the individual.
Yeah.
Also, like,
okay.
when you need to, when like your leader betrays you, I mean, it is an expected response.
Yes. It definitely is an exact response for it.
Like what our characters are doing here.
Yeah.
They've
So, in terms of comparing things to ants, right?
Mhm.
There is a song from my favorite band, Gorillaz, because I want an excuse to talk about Gorillaz just
Yeah.
a teeny tiny bit, right? They made a song called Empire Ants. And when people first originally heard the song, they thought that it was a romance song. It's not. It's about ants and the development of mankind and its relationship to waste. The whole album kind of is like a reflective on like human waste and like what we can do to better the environment. but also like how can we cope with the mistakes we have already made? Ooh, poetic. But yeah, Empire ants, when they build bridges and when they build things out of ants, because they do, sometimes those ants just die being a bridge to serve for the greater cause of the thing. And so it poses the question of like, are we as mankind willing to die for our development and our progress of machines? That
look,
we're willing to just
there's
leave
clouds
them behind.
underneath the world.
Okay, that's cool. That's beautiful.
Yeah, but down there, that's where we fought and became Ouroboros, and
Yeah. But
Alright,
yeah, the first.
I will let you finish
No,
about ants before we go over and touch the glowy sign.
Yeah, but yeah, for Empire Ants, it starts off with 2D talking in a poetic sense about the ants and how they are like completely fine with it in a beautiful sense. It's not until Little Dragon's part, aka the big bass drop of the song for Empire Ants, that we realize that that's not what we should be going for. We should not be going for the romanticism of watching the falling of an entire empire just to be held, just to be loved, to be admired. It makes more sense in lyrics, but like you get the gist. Individualism is not a thing that ants are good at. They are good at building colonies. That's it. There we go.
I am expecting the video essay on Xenoblade 3 as viewed from the perspective of ants.
What's the word count? Does it need to be in Times New Roman?
Of course, that's how where all professional writing is done.
Right. Do I need to have a thesis with this?
Double spaced.
Okay.
And your thesis.
Okay. Can I be honest and just say, I always struggled with writing a thesis, even though constructually a thesis is really easy to write. It's just
I
fact
understand.
that like, words are complicated. And like, even though you could go like, this, but this, or introductory sentence, go here.
I grazed through far too many classes with just the top of my brain word vomit that I came up with. Because that was better than what other students were writing.
Yeah. I really struggled to do creative writing after like high school, middle school, but it was mainly just because like after a certain point it was just like, ugh, how many times do I have to just copy and paste like this format that I don't like writing in just to be considered like as this is the proper way intellectuals write and talk? It's bad.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, we touch the light.
Woo. It's cutscene time.
This is...
The whole world, pretty much. We'd see better if it were daytime,
What
but...
do you think?
Yeah.
A good place, isn't it? It's peaceful.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Invigorating.
I mean, except for the level 100-something boss behind us.
Even the war between Agnes and Keves feels a world away from here, doesn't it?
This is where you're gonna die, he says very quietly.
I assume you know about the state of Colony Gamma.
Yes, that's actually what I wanted to...
Then I can tell you that you don't have to, Mio.
What do you...
Don't you get it yet? I mean that I'm going to deal with you here and now.
What?
Oh, he's got a lot more threatening suddenly.
Ouroboros from our ranks is a matter of the highest priority. I am the commander of Colony Gamma. I cannot shirk this duty. Do you understand?
What? That you lured us out here to do us in? Yeah, I'm up to speed, thanks.
No one in the colony will learn what you are. Understand that the fact I'm not doing this in public is a sign of my respect for you.
But Commander, wait! Please, just listen!
What would be the point? Words blur truth and lies so easily.
Commander!
Uh-oh.
Ah, we've got no choice.
Are you prepared? Face your deaths with honor.
Cool staff, though.
Yeah.
I
Man, maybe
want that
should
weapon.
die by
Has
this
come.
guy. To be fair, he's right on the edge. But, you know, a nice little push.
Yeah.
He's not gonna fall off the big cliff. He's gonna fall off the ledge. And then we run away.
there is actually a boss in Xenoblade 2 that you can beat in like the speedrun strat. To beat him is literally he starts the battle in front of a hole. You knock back him into the hole and he just dies instantly. And it's so, like, on one hand, it's so hilarious because of how pathetic of an ending it is, but on the other hand, it is completely befitting what that as an end for this character.
Yeah. Oh, Xenon's here.
Yeah, Xeon's just... Oh, no, Xeon's not here. No, that's Noah in Xeon's class. We had to replace him for Teach for the side quest.
Right. My brain forgot for a split second. There's a lot of pretty colors on the screen.
Yeah, it is very visually appealing as a battle system.
Yeah.
And he's done.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake!
We did deplete his health bar.
I knew he had stamina, but this is...
You two display
He doesn't have
impressive
stamina. He has
that power which is the
endurance.
cause of everything that's gone wrong, threatening the lives of others as well as yourselves.
No, you've got it wrong.
No, this isn't something that only concerns you. This power is a maelstrom that surrounds the world.
A maelstrom? I've heard the word maelstrom before. Not in this context.
A maelstrom eventually becomes a raging torrent that swallows lives without mercy.
I should probably look up what that word means.
If you really know
An
what's
intense
going on in
storm.
Colony Gamma, then you must
That makes
understand
sense. Thank
this.
you.
So, tell me, Mio. Was it the
Also, he was
power
looking
of
at
becoming
the sword, which is where we're heading for
drove you
the
to
main
the
story.
other side?
But he was talking about
Were
that.
you reduced to merely one part of a maelstrom?
No, you're wrong.
He doesn't even know that that's
And
where the
what
city
precisely am I wrong
allegedly
about?
is.
We became Ouroboros by pure chance. But we thought there was
It
such
just
power
it
we'd be
just
able to do more.
happens.
Ha! Do what?
Keep the world alive. Find new ways to use our lives for... I don't know. I can't put it into words. But that's what we want to use it for. That's all I'm sure of.
Very pretty words.
We can only go forward. We want to find a way that doesn't involve sacrificing lives.
Yeah. We don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. We are here for peace. Teach.
Looks like I've misjudged.
Uh-oh. He misjudged.
You've heard for yourself. I don't believe they are traitors. In my capacity as commander, I judge them not deserving of death.
And then
Are you
the-
in
the-
agreement,
the-
Consul?
The consul's here.
oh yeah. I was gonna say, then the consul
So
comes
this
and then
is where
beats the
you are
shit out of
hiding.
poor Teach, and then it's sad, and everyone's sad. Why does
What
his
a
head look
lovely
like a
fiction.
spade?
Bravo.
It's got like
The
goofy
fact
little
remains,
goggles.
Ouroboros
Yeah, but
will
this is G.
destroy the world.
Gugh.
But that's just one possibility. Still, people can change. I choose to believe them.
Like the old you.
Oh.
Yes, I had no will, no resolution, only shame. But they aren't me. They will walk a different path.
He's got a past.
He's got a he's done things, okay?
He's got a backstory.
Shall persist no matter what.
You gave me a chance to fix it. I have an obligation. So let's stop doing things your way. Let's end that here.
Very well. Then I shall make you and the traitors recant your folly.
I'll kill you here and now.
Commander!
Right,
This one's
you lot.
purple.
Time to walk the walk.
Yeah.
Prove
He is
that
also
this
large
power
too,
leads
but as
to light.
opposed to the one we were beating up, he kind of has like a very large hunched
We
back.
will.
Yeah.
He's got a little spike.
His arms and face are also different.
Yes.
Maybe I can't. But the color is very different.
Yes. That is evident.
And I will say, nothing about the designs is like him being having a different base color is not indicative of anything noteworthy. Red and purple are just colors that they take.
Yeah.
Also, we
There's
get to hear
that,
the
like-
Mobius battle theme again.
Yeah. It's Mobius time.
I can also show you. I can show you now. The pop cat. The pop cat enactment of the Mobius battle theme.
Yeah.
Made a meme where they took this particular fight and then had a set of the popping cats.
Yeah, the one where it's like.
Yeah, they mapped all of the animations of 6 pop cats to the chanting in the background of the theme song.
That
the
is
song.
hilarious.
No, it gets better. It gets better. They dressed them up like the party members.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That does make it.
There's a bunch of other songs, but we haven't gotten to where those to where I can show you those safely without spoilering.
That's fair.
We got the break. Yippee!
Senna gets to prove herself that she's learned something. Maybe.
When he's chosen, he gives 10 TP to everyone, so he teaches everybody.
Yeah. It's almost like his name is Teach. Yeah.
Shall blitz. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Da-da-dum,
Yeah. You're in for a nap.
Boom. Days.
Now he's on the floor. Well,
Now
he
we've
probably
had him
was
on the floor, but now we get more damage bonus. So in
That means,
addition
like,
to
in
like
another 4%.
our times our 433% multiplier, we're also getting like a 150% a 150 times multiplier by him being on the floor.
Yeah.
And because their combo follow-ups, they get bonuses.
Right.
We didn't get Teach's chain order, so we're not doing like the most damage we could do.
Still, we're hurting.
50,000 damage is not bad.
Yeah, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, we got a burst. So what a burst does is when a enemy is enraged and you hit them with a burst, it clears their enrage buff for a time.
Ah.
And then on top of that, as opposed to the smash art does a lot of damage, but has the consequence of accelerating when that it accelerates when their enrage kicks in. So it moves the flame forwards, whereas yeah. But it's also just good to pull off the combos because I mean more damage. He's struggling to hurt us really.
Kind of just staggering the entire time, I would assume, right now.
Yeah, he's getting some hits in on Noah, but Noah's the tank, and that's Noah's job right now.
Yep. Plus, in comparison, like most of his attacks have been like what in the hundreds, whereas ours are still in the thousands. And that's not even talking about
most of our attacks are in like the several hundred. If you watch the numbers that pop up. And then like the green numbers there are us healing. So we are easily out healing him.
And now he's spinning.
If we were able to put him into or if he was a normal enemy, every time we burst, we would also be getting a bunch of item drops.
Right.
But because he's a Mobius, he doesn't have item drops.
Yeah. Well, he drops more.
Yeah. Yeah, every time you perform burst on a Mobius, you get a memory flash of their life. Honestly, that would not be like
not even far from the truth.
No, it would be like that's not something that's like that would be like, oh, that would never happen. But, like hitting an enemy and learning about them, like through some kind of like
it's not like out of the realm of possibility in Xenoblade.
It's something that would make sense for them to do, but they've not explicitly done it yet.
Yeah.
Memories do matter a lot. Oh, he's grabbing Noah!
Put Noah down. Not like... Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Noah fell. Cena almost fell.
Good thing we have the blue line around the indicating that this is a boss arena, and we can't leave. Because otherwise, he could just throw us off the cliff.
Yeah. To be fair, that
Oh, he's
is
got a
big
shield
deal when
up.
it comes to fighting. It's just like someone just picks you up and tosses you up a
Yeah.
cliff.
I mean, they do that in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
The
I've
boss
seen it.
before the final boss literally has a move where he like throws you up in the air, jumps and catches you in the air, and then slams you down, and then rips your arms off.
Oh. Okay, maybe I haven't seen it. I'm thinking of a completely different feature.
Also,
I
look,
thought he
his
just slam dunked you.
Oh yeah, he does that, but if he kills you with it, he will also in Elden Ring he will do. Oh no, we've been grabbed. Also, look, his he yelled die, and Uni's like, I don't want to die.
I don't want it, no.
Hey G, could you go fight that big bird over there? I think it would give you a better fight. You'd have a better chance against it.
Yeah. By that I mean it'll also beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
It'll just
The only
beat
reason
the
why
crap out of you.
the only thing that bird is better than the final boss is that the bird is easier to kill. As in it's slower, goes down quicker.
That may, okay.
Final boss fight takes a long time. We're gonna be doing a stream that's just gonna be the final boss.
Heck yeah.
He's got buffs. Dragon Unbound.
Whoa.
During chain attack heals 5.5% of damage dealt as HP, up to 200% of healing power. We're gradually getting stronger because our classes. Oh, his staff turns into nunchucks.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
As we get more classes, we become, we can mix and match better, and that makes our skills better. So look, his body is turning more yellow. His lines.
Huh. That oddly matches with his you know, his staff almost. Maybe not a 1-to-1, but like just enough.
I mean the Mobius.
Oh. Oh, okay. I'm confusing things.
You pointed out before that the lines keep getting more and more red. Like
Yeah,
they start
because
blue and
they're
then they turn
heating
red.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's doing that as we heard him.
Yeah. He's getting overheated. We're punching him too hard. No, for some reason I thought you were saying that like Teach had like
No.
some lines in him that was making him go yellow, and my brain was like,
No.
maybe? I can't really tell.
No. That would be silly.
It would be silly, but it wouldn't be out of the question. He does have a weapon that's
Oh,
kind of
oh, 200%.
Oh, is that gonna hurt? Is that gonna hurt a little bit? Is that gonna hurt a lot?
67,000 damage.
Yeah, that definitely did a lot of it.
Also, his move, he's got Gaia Quake as an attack.
Oh god, we have all, well, we did for a split second. All three of our groups were all...
Also, if you, I'll point this out as well, he's got a little core in his stomach that's got the Mobius symbol in it. And if we look over at Noah in the Ouroboros form, if you look in Noah's chest, got a little orb thing in it too that's glowing.
Yeah.
It's got Tyon!
Oh, there goes Tyon. And he runs right back. Now let's watch
This
his
Mobius
name.
doesn't even get a send-off.
Yeah, he's just dead. He just dies.
And we...
Not yet, Mio.
He does not make it.
It's not over yet. There's one thing you still have to do, isn't there?
There is.
Let's go back to the colony and decide our next steps from there. Let's head back to Colony Gamma. You know what you have to do, yes?
Of course. I planned on it.
Alright.
Ah, yes.
Yes. Sorry. I had another moment where, like, the gameplay moved just a bit, and then it sped up just enough that, like, I figured out what was going on. Did you just jump off the... Why?
There's water down there!
Okay, do it again for prosperity. Oh, maybe it's too high.
Do exactly as I say.
Yeah, it hits a point where it's considered the death point.
Yeah.
Might as well, yeah?
I feel like I did the same thing before.
I know he said spark, but my brain was like, Lance really said, fuck this! Well, if you all wanted to know what everyone's dying animation was, it's this. It's lovely. Graceful.
Why put water below the cliff if I'm not allowed to jump in it?
It just might be that the water is too shallow. It's only an illusion of lore.
You think you're all that, do ya? I'm the one you want. This'll keep you going.
I feel like what you just said is like a response to...
I'm the one you want. You didn't disappoint.
You think you're all that too, yeah? And it's like... Good luck, guys! Bye! We'll see you back at Colony Gamma!
Yeah, don't worry. It was nice seeing you. Oh man. So many friends, so little time. Gotta go. Gotta go fast.
I mean... Yeah. I don't remember if there's like a little dialogue thing, which is why we're walking back instead of just fast traveling.
I was gonna say, it is worth it to try.
Yeah. And Thor, it's the bleed. It's the bleed move there at the bottom.
Bleeding as a stat is either a really good thing or a really bad thing, depending upon like what game you're playing. Because in theory, it's really good to have for both the player and the enemy, right?
Yeah.
You stab an enemy, and then it continues to lose stuff because like when you get cut, it hurts, but it also drains you of energy as you get hurt.
Careful, Noah! Careful, Noah! Don't fall!
Don't fall off the cliff!
Okay, no one's ranked up on class yet.
Sorry if I got a little noisy. My raccoon roommates are probably discussing stuff like our pool situation. So
how many Orbeez can we fit in the pool?
No, that's not what we were planning on doing to our pool. If I find a single Orby in the pool, I am going to attack them. Okay, you don't understand how tricky Orbeez can be.
No,
If you put, there are Orbeez that are clear, and if you put them underwater, no matter how big they get, and Orbeez can get large, you will not be able to see them underwater. So imagine in Fear, you have like a beautiful, nice, crisp pool, and you dip in, and all you feel is Orbeez around you.
Oh look, here's a spot where we can use the.
We can go up this way.
Yeah.
Get up here.
Yeah. But yeah, our main problem with our pool right now is that one, for some reason our yard is slanted, so no matter where we've put it, it is always tilted in a certain way. And a lot of bugs like to dive into the pool and start drowning. And we didn't have a pool net up until now. I'm assuming now, because that's what we were dealing with before the stream happened. We were like, yeah, no, we need to get a net. This is getting out of hand. There was a grasshopper in there clinging onto a leaf like it was like a lifeboat.
Alternatively, you could just drain the pool and then refill it whenever you want to use it.
Well, this isn't like your typical small like kiddie pool. It'll take hours. Not that it's a bad thing or a bad idea to constantly be refilling the pool. It's just very wasteful of water.
Yeah,
and I live in an area that's like considered a bit of a desert.
Fair enough.
The web doesn't have a lot of water. It's almost like it's a hazard of some sort.
Here we go.
Yeah, Flame Clock destroyed. Colony Gamma liberated. Her Agnes warning also went up too.
Yep.
Then again, we've been killing a lot of Mobiuses, so that makes sense.
Not at all. I was serious, Mio. I was ready to die to take you down.
So what you mean is you were testing us?
Such power can drive people mad. I needed to be sure about you. I needed to know that you hadn't fallen into the trap of being enthralled by power, that you had retained your own will.
So that's why you had to try to kill us for real?
Determining the true nature of power is a kind of power in itself. That's how I do things.
You're surprisingly violent.
But just one slip and you'd be...
I risk my life.
Once got to see how power can destroy a person up close. I knew a soldier who was lost in it and lost to it. I don't want to see that happen to you, nor does anyone in the colony. It was no choice at all to put my life on the line to prevent it.
You're right that being an Ouroboros comes with huge power, but it's full of danger too.
Yeah, but we're fine. We use it right, so...
Just because we can use it right doesn't necessarily mean that, like, we're...
Also, that calls into question, like, how do we determine, is it right? Can we do better? Can we be more right?
Yeah, and even then, like, it does lead into questions like, our Ouroboros could consume us if we keep thinking that it's right.
Be very philosophical
If you were
here.
to ask me whether I still thought that way, I'd say no.
So you have hope?
I do. Now that I've crossed blades with you, I understand.
Now that I fought with you a little bit and watch you scream,
The
I got it.
maelstrom hasn't become a raging torrent, but a clear, strong current.
Yeah. Commander, if that's what you think, then I'd like you to come with us.
Oh. And may I ask why?
I want you to see with your own eyes that your faith in us isn't misplaced. You want something from us. More than just words, right?
Yes.
Well, actions do speak
The
louder.
stream becomes the flow of life itself, bringing change and upheaval to the world. And you want me to be the one to watch over your futures. That's it, isn't it?
Yes. Well, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay then. I'll do it. I accept the job. But
Yay!
what have those of you from Keves to say on this matter?
Yes, of course. The more the merrier, especially if they're as strong as you.
Fine by me. Assuming we never have to fight it out like this again.
Well, that all depends on how well you train, doesn't it?
Oh no!
Ugh, why?
Oh, he's gonna give us remedial
I was only
training.
joking.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Were you?
before I forget, Mio, I'd like to ask you a favor in return for this.
Anything.
Thank you. I'll run through the particulars later. Oh wait, I actually know a very good place for talking. It's just...
He's
Yeah,
like, let's
I
go
think
to
I'll pass
this
on that
place.
part.
Hold on,
I know this very.
spot.
I know this very scenic place that we should go have this talk. It's on the other side of the just over on the other side of that hill. 5 hours later. Okay, we're almost halfway there.
But I will assist
Yeah,
you
by
however
the
possible.
time when it's done, it's like a 2-sentence word. Like, I just.
Who's it
need
gonna
you to
be?
do it. Something tells me it's like a healing class of some sort.
Well, the
Probably
class
not.
itself is a healer, but that doesn't determine who's gonna get it. Remember, Land's got Valdi's class,
Great.
and Noah, the attacker, got an offender class. So who do you think it was gonna be?
Personally, I would say Mio, but that's because of the interactions thus far. Again, yeah.
right. What's from Teach?
Yeah.
So Teach has
You said you wanted to talk.
That's correct. Let's discuss our next steps.
and now we can
All
talk to
the
every.
way over.
Yeah, we can now talk to everybody. The lieutenant, everybody. Oh no, they all have things they want to say.
They all have things to say.
Nah.
They're all secretly like teacher. It's like, hey,
We'll
should
we'll
go
talk
over to
all that
this
through
meeting.
later, but first I want to go through this just because it needs to be established and started.
Put our heads together on this.
All right, all right. So, Teach, what's this favor you wanted to ask?
Okay, I'm going to come out and say it. I want to know if you'd consider teaching the newbies in Colony Gamma.
Of course.
In instructional capacity, Colony Gamma's flame clock was broken by your hand, Ouroboros. The conflict between Kevis and Agnes continues. Things get more violent, and my newbies are going to need to be be proficient in battle if they're going to survive.
And you want us, Kevesi crew, to teach them what we know?
Yes, that's why I asked you. The training will be more meaningful coming from you.
So there's an extra dimension to this.
Yes, if you teach them, you'll become the model for them to emulate. Want them to emulate us. Kevis is supposed to be our implacable enemy, living only to bring Agnes down. But you overturned those biases and came to an understanding among yourselves. I want them to take you as their role models and shake up their ideas. I want them to relax their aggression and wariness towards Kevis. Having such strong feelings with nowhere to vent them is going to eventually drive people to fight over nothing. I think it's vital to teach them this to keep them away from war. Understand? Well, in that case, we'll be only too happy to help out.
I gotta say, this is my first ever teaching job. Where should we start?
Yeah. Don't worry about that. I'll support you through the beginner program. First, I'll post the news that you've been made teachers along with your personal histories on the colony bulletin board. Based on the bulletin board posting, the soldiers will decide who they want to learn from. An unusual method, letting the student choose the teacher. Right, this method emphasizes their independence.
Okay, we're having a school arc in war.
Listen, we got one colony that's learning how to make how to grow potatoes. We've got another. I'm not kidding. That it becomes potatoes later. We got. Listen, it gets very in depth. He takes a bite out of a raw potato to prove a point.
Okay, that's understandable. But if you do it this way, surely everyone will just choose Mio.
Not at all. The new recruits are genuinely curious about all of you.
Guess we'll find out. Let's give it a go.
We're taught. Oh no, this is.
I've never taught either, but I'll do my best to not let you down.
You know, I believe it. Coming from you, thank you so much for helping me out with this. Now I'll go out there and lead those newbies into a new future. Teach as teachers. So this quest has like 4 sub-quests within it, and completing all of those unlocks the Ascension quest for Teach.
I see.
So,
I think my raccoon friend is like beating something in the background. Pay no attention to that.
So, like, if we go in here to class, we can see that, like... Hello, Takoyaki. We made a new friend. His name is Teach.
Can you guess what he likes to do for fun?
He likes long walks.
You're not even wrong! He likes long walks on slanted desert elevations, and he likes.
I don't know what the rest of it's like. It's like long walks on the beach, and then what's the follow up? The second part to that.
Usually, it's like most people usually get cut off at this point. I actually don't know. Well, he likes long walks.
He likes long walks and philosophical discussions about power and and how it corrupts people.
Yeah, and he likes teaching people new things.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why he's called Teach. But he's evil. No, he's just strict. We only found that out after he attempted to kill us. Just a little bit of killing.
Alright, so we shuffle our classes around just a tad. We got Mio as healer now and switched Senna into defender. And if we actually look over here, this is the bulletin board. So we can check the requests for teachers. So we can look at the live combat training and theoretical knowledge. Not too much longer, Takoyaki. We're just gonna have to teachers Senna and Uni.
Yeah.
Students.
Aw, does Lance think that he's not gonna get a lot of teaching in because like he's not
I don't
that smart
remember.
into teaching.
I don't remember all of the story of it, but yeah, there is stuff to this. All of these characters, whenever Commander teaches, walking technique is supposed to let you traverse certain slopes without slipping. Even the perils of Danag Desert would pose no problem. We just learned that from him, so maybe a trip to the desert's in order. I'll talk to everybody here when we on off stream, because that would take a while.
Yeah. To be fair, in all honesty, a teacher that likes going on trips sounds delightful until you realize it's on foot. I had a gym teacher that was a lot like that. So at the middle school, for reference, I know how long the walk is from this location that the gym teacher was talking about. But in my middle school, there's a McDonald's that you can see during like the mile run in the field. You can see like the arch, right? And the teacher learned about this too. And so the teacher was like, if you guys do well on the mile run, which is where you run a mile for 15 minutes and it sucks and everybody hates it, he was like, we can go to McDonald's. And everyone lost their shit and did really good. So we finished the mile and we're incredibly tired, right? And then he's like, okay, let's go to McDonald's. And then he has everybody walk to the McDonald's.
I want to finish it.
It's a lot further than it looked.
We've been spotted.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know what really added salt to the wound, though? He didn't buy food for everybody. Everyone just got to fend for themselves.
No!
He was like, great, you're all at McDonald's. Everyone who can afford McDonald's, you can come with me. If not, you guys can walk back and learn the importance of exercise and motivation. I wasn't too upset about it because I actually had money, so I was like, I'm gonna get some delightful caramel frappe and just shove it in everybody's face. That's not even like the weirdest teaching.
Oh yeah, it sounds like you just had teach. Teach was your teacher.
Yeah.
Your instructor.
Okay, I gotta tell this teacher story at some point in my life because I have never seen anyone teach like this. And it is why I like multiple choice questions so much in testing. So, usually in the school curriculum that I had, the idea was that you would take a pre-test, then you would take a mid-test, and then a post-test, right? The idea is that the pre-test is just to show what level you are in terms of intelligence. There is no real risk to that test. It's just to see where you're at and what the teacher needs to teach, right? The midterm is just to go, hey, this is where they are now. Not a big problem, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
It's the last test. It's like the biggest thing, right? But the way that the teachers are usually scored on this, because the teachers are scored for this, is like how much difference is there. I'll finish
so we went back. Remember we got ambushed in that valley near way back, and we got beat up a lot, and so we left that for later. I went back and we did that, so.
Okay. Oh, her ear like very quickly like flinched. That's a nice detail. Ooh.
I need him.
This is like a
Stendo sword.
Oh, that's
What was that?
Pull back. I don't like our odds. They must
an
be silver
extendo
at least.
sword, Uni. No, there's more of them.
Oh, he's got like the scales on his face too.
Yeah, he's got the scalies. Something tells me these are gonna be friends.
Dulls your insights. Your crude fighting wastes almost all your potential.
No, we're being psychologically profiled.
You. Good judgment, but you're a bad quitter.
Bad
Just
quitter!
as I heard, sadly.
Oh, she studied the enemy. I mean, it's a good tactic if you can. But that also means that it's a direct thing.
I knew it. Colony Iota.
I've heard
Iota.
about them.
I bet you have. Commander Alexandria's famed for her keen wit.
How dare you take Dame Alex's name in vain, scum!
We've committed no crimes.
I suppose you can prove that?
Well,
Ooh.
proving a negative isn't really possible. But what you think you know isn't the whole truth.
Eat this sucker!
That doesn't help.
Senna! I'm so there!
Sorry to go off book on you, folks. Snuff.
That's enough. It will suffice for this little trial.
I think my raccoon
You
roommates
struggle
are
for your
cooking
lives
something
in
with
vain.
butter because, like, it just smells of fond right now.
Those lives will be mine. This I swear.
They're a bunch of morons, just as we'd heard.
Just a
I'm
bunch
rude
of
to boot.
morons.
Indeed. But that might make for a fun reception. What you think
Oh.
you know is not the whole truth, huh? I do hope you'll tell.
So she's supposed to have keen wit, and from what it sounds like, she studies on the enemy.
Looks like we
So
managed
she
to lose
must
them.
take a very, like,
What
meticulous
in Her
approach with
Majesty's
this.
ever-loving cheekbones just happened back there?
Simply
Uni.
put, our foes were well versed
Her
in
Majesty's ever-loving cheekbone.
were inelegant, to say the least.
What the heck happened back there? You
Inelegant,
fused
like
in
wars
front
of
of them.
pretty.
Where
They
they
should
could have
stockpiling
talked it
combat
out.
rewards.
Just a little
That's
bit.
how they managed to climb the silver rank already.
I heard they even share their supplies with other colonies. That seems kind of awesome.
Sharing supplies. Why would they do that?
They're socialists.
why would
Beneficial in
they?
the long term, I think.
Creating debts to strengthen ties with other allied forces does open up your options, insofar as battle tactics are concerned.
And if that leads to
So that
better
do-
results in combat, you can get your hands on even more goods.
What I'm getting here
So
is that
they're
trouble.
technically.
Yes. And to make matters worse, Alexandria herself announced that they will come for us again.
I bet us
So
traders
they would
net them a
also be
hefty
conversing
reward, huh?
with the other colonies
How
and
about we turn
understanding
the
what's
tables
going
on
on
them?
there.
Punch their lights out.
So if we change
Listen to
their
yourself,
minds about
doofus.
things,
We're talking
if we
silver
can,
here, yeah?
they can help spread the word faster.
Well, whatever we choose to do,
That's what that
is
sounds
something
like.
to bear in mind. Colony Iota's commando group is made up of 4 units. Regardless of the proportions we take, we have a high chance of encountering them. We should consider our approach carefully.
Well, in that case, in terms of sheer
So it
power,
is
they're the ones with
spread
the
out.
advantage.
That's
We should avoid a direct
Okay.
confrontation.
Spread out.
If we could just
with
dismantle
how
those
their
commando
colony
units,
works. It isn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
they
Lower
have
the
a
colony's
direct. They
capabilities.
have connections,
And it
but
might give
because
us
it
no
said
good
direct,
strike.
you know, they're a
Yeah.
lot larger and spread
if
out.
it comes to that.
But it basically allows us to avoid fighting as much as possible, right? I like that plan.
No objections from me either.
Personally, I'd hope we don't even meet them.
So what they're
We made
saying
new
there,
friends.
so what they're saying here is that, well, here's Colony Iota on the map, somewhat.
Yeah.
These these commanders, are these commanders and captains. They all form a strong unit, but they also branch off. So what we can do is, as part of that quest, is, well, if we now look at on the map, there's now all these question marks here. One here, that one is an old one, one there, and then I think there should be one somewhere else as well, but I don't remember where it is. But basically, we can either run down there and fight them all together, or we hunt them all down around the map and make the fight easier when we get there.
I see. Okay.
But either
Kind
way,
of chip them off one by one.
yeah. But either way, the fight, Alexandria herself is level 40.
So even if that were the case, it's already a tough battle, let alone the extra firepower. Okay.
Yeah. So if we could, so it's like.
This was a nice find.
It's in. She's technically available now. We can go do all that now and visit their colony and stuff. But it's just high level.
Right.
And also, because I don't want to start anything too big, I want to go over here and talk to the No Pond about getting the ether cylinder HD plus upgraded.
Yeah.
You want to be Eno?
Sure. Friend Sunny. Friend Cheerio.
It Eno.
Oh, that's Sunny.
Sunny pleases punch the Eno Grace caravan with presents so soon. We just get in fresh new shipment of yummables and nummables. Only too happy to share.
Many thankings. We'll have to ask Master Pond for shopping bonanza later. But actually, Eno come today to discuss separate issue with friend Sunny.
Oh, what might be?
Is there perhaps technician in caravan of friend Sunny that know how to improve HD Ether Cylinder Plus?
The HD stands for Handy Dandy.
Handy Dandy Plus? As opposed to high definition.
Yeah. Oh, do ears of Sunny deceive? Eno mentioned that fabled apex of Nopon technological achieve HD Ether Cylinder Plus.
Fabled, he calls it.
Yes, now Sunny understand the assignment. Then please can make use of service of helper of Sunny named Totoma. He admittedly bit of strange and lewd, lacking in gab and friendly pattern, but nevertheless skilled caravan mechanic.
Friend Totoma, memorized. Thankings for referral, friend Sunny.
Also, while we flapping chops here, please do accept this Eno. Please say please. I just happen to have necessary materials to hand, so I'm more than happy to fob off. Yes, Eno is a robot. We already had this discussion when we drank.
Found out.
When we saw that her drink liquid gas thing.
Her eyeballs were headlights in one of the camping scenes, and Bird wasn't even ready for that.
Yeah.
Such generous, is friend sure?
Everyone in caravan and world know how Eno run around hither thither, fighting to guard Nopon future and present. Highest honor for any Nopon to be able to render assistance.
Aw, friend Sunny. Eno feeling such excessive happy might break into dance any moment.
Chance of dance! Sunny must join Eno and frolic! Oh dearie me, then Cheerio must cut rag!
DJ Pun, play us tune! Did she say DJ Pun?
Yes.
DJ?
Sparks and embers.
There's a corpse in the background. I saw it. Eno, do you think we could maybe shelve the celebration until we have finished with the cylinder business?
Meh. Yes, Master Pond makes sense. Eno almost forgot self and movement.
It's even been a minute.
Master Pond, we
Banana.
hurry now. Master Pond, we hurry now. Must get friend Tomata to look at cylinder.
New colony entries have been registered.
chipper Ino's voice is.
I've been craving some downtime.
I love
Right then.
high-pitched
Oh, yeah,
character
look how they're
voices
doing.
and goofy characters in games. It's always great. I fell in love with Toad's amazing voice.
Could we have a minute? We were wondering if you could help us. Improvement HD Ether Cylinder Plus?
That's right. Exactly so. Would friend undertake?
Here.
Which one was it again?
It's all done. HD Ether Cylinder Plus successfully powered up.
Alright, I'm glad that all worked out.
Thanks much, Master Pawn, but matter is far from finished. It's Dutch.
I'm joking.
Eno must collect much more high ether for purpose to restore self to full power. For sake of bring peace and happiness to no bud everywhere.
Yeah, I know that. If we happen across any more ether spheres, we'll be sure to collect the high ether for sure.
And if we can get all the materials together, we can have the cylinders improved here again.
Indeed, Doodle! Oh. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Indeedy doodle! Eno would be most grateful.
We have to collect more high ether.
Yeah. Get more electricity.
Going full HD.
That's how they're doing.
Yeah.
Is this what you wanted?
So now we can spend things that we've collected.
Well, isn't she just a ray of sunshine? Yeah, she's adorable. She's so. Look at her.
HD Ether Cylinder Plus Reach version 3.0.
She also speaks like a Nopon because she was built from a Nopon. That's why she speaks in third person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say this, Bird. I think.
Yeah,
in
you're
about
feeling.
15 minutes. Yeah. I gotta make sure that I can consume dinner and say hello and or goodbye to my partner as he gets ready for work today.
I just wanted to come by over here and so we could talk to a friend.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait a minute. Good looking as ever, little guy, he says as he runs halfway across the room. Not like you can talk. Duh. Aw, little mecha friend.
Yeah, mecha friend's back up.
So no need to fight Colony 30? Ooh.
Colony 30. In the Danek Desert.
Oh yeah.
Still at war. There's somewhere in here should be the start of the longest side quest. Oh no! You're bleeding.
That's so... We gotta get this Nopon to shut up. Tell me about it. Damn! Why is it a picture of a sad Nopon? Please don't tell me it's the same Nopon. They're like, we don't have.
That's the second part of the information.
Yes.
Oh, is
Best
this?
character.
You seen the unit's levenesses? Are they coming back? One of them. Time again, not to neglect their maintenance, but let's see what you said and say. Fiduciary mission.
We've made some new friends.
I made a new friend. I don't remember what the requirements are, but there's some way to start the project of Valdi building a new Levness. And it's a long question, and we need to get it to... It's 10 phases, and we need to get it to phase 5 for Valdi's Ascension quest.
Oh, well, there's Commander Valdi right there.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll help.
Maybe he needs to be in the party.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, no, there he goes. He disappeared and is now part of the party.
Oh, now we can talk to Mecha Friend, and Valdi will have something to say, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Friend?
Valdi.
Rest easy.
I can...
Aw.
Mecha Friend, are you okay? Aw, man, I'm so glad to have a friend like you. Aw, man.
Valdi, I have successfully created a living robot. It has full emotions and feelings. See? Mecha Friend. Isn't he so expressive?
It expresses such a range of emotions. It's making me emotional. Isn't that right, Mecha Friend? Such true words.
Xeon. His name is Xeon, and he's right here in our inventory.
My help. At your service.
Yeah. He sounds like a Asterion.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll check on how to do it. But I don't think we have time to do much more, so
Yeah.
we got what we needed to do.
We got new heroes, we learned new things, and we gained more story, and we beat up not one, but 2 Mobiuses to spell...
We have beat up 2 alphabet letters.
Yeah, we beat up a B and a G.
Yeah.
If we beat up Mobius F, we'll have the BFG. Which either can mean something really nice or really morbid.
Also beat up Q and K.
No vowels yet.
No vowels yet.
Only consonant.
Consonants. Yeah.
Yeah, that word. I struggle with slightly complex words for no reason. Just the other day, I've been struggling to say the word. Hold on. Molotov cocktail. The bottle with the flames. I've said this like 17 times. Probably way more than that. But I've only pronounced it correctly once.
Nah.
Yeah.
We have to keep track of our progress.
I'll finish that teacher story while we're kind of rounding some stuff up. But like to simplify, like teachers are graded on how well they perform based off of those like pre-tests, mid-tests, and final tests, right? With the main priority for some of them being differences, right? So my science teacher, she walked up to all of us and she's like, okay, pre-tests are the easiest thing, so we're gonna make it a bit of a challenge. And she explained how tests worked in multiple choice questions. And she said, okay, I want you all to get a 0 on this quiz. If you get a 0 or a 1, I will give you a candy bar of whatever choice you want. Because by getting a perfect 0, you get 100% growth, no matter what you do. But the thing is that we found out it was so much hard trying to fail that it also motivated us as well as inspired us to realize that we're not going to be total failures, because it was even harder to fail than it was to perfectly succeed. The average people kept getting was 9 correct out of like a possible 32. You actively had to figure out what the correct answer was in order to fail it on purpose and get a 0. And it worked so well. But because some people noticed that she did it in this method, it also gave her extra pay raises. So people thought it was sneaky. And she had to stop telling people that. I'm just glad I was part of that, because learning how tests work is so much more of a confidence boost, because even if you have a multiple choice question, if you don't know the answer, there's a good chance that you'll have a 1 in 4 chance of being right.
Yeah.
And that gives you at least some form of hope that you can still do really well. But yeah, that's all I learned from her. Besides the science stuff, I learned some science. Teachers are weird. But yeah, this was a good experience.
You have any final remarks you want to say about what our adventures involved today?
Ray J learned many things, especially with Bird. Yep, yes indeed. Lot of friend made, lot of walking today, but many friends.
We've got one more hero we need to get before we can before we go back and beat up the spider, and then to complete the story quest, and then we can beat the chapter. So we should be able to beat the next chapter 3 next time, which is going. Oh, I'm so excited.
Takoyaki is just cry. To be fair, with how many emotions that are put into Xenoblade 3, crying is more than likely as the chapters continue. I feel that I am going to have my emotions jerked. I would assume by the time we get to like chapter 3 or chapter 4.
When Xenoblade 3 came out, chapter 1, just the word chapter and a number trended for a month because of this game, because of people's reactions to a specific chapter.
Okay. I'm not concerned at all by that information.
Yeah, but we're gonna meet the Jester next time, face to face, and we're going to have Tyon confront his past traumas, and also if you think that we're kind of like reaching the end of how much the gameplay kind of runs cycles through, we have not unlocked the end of chain attacks yet.
Oh.
We
More
still got
game mechanics.
Yeah, we still got some stuff to unlock there. And also we've got some foreshadowing to process. So just some characters I'm looking forward to us meeting. I'm looking forward to meeting J and N and C.
I am very hopeful that J is going to be interesting, just off of the fact that my name has a J. For Ray J. Ha ha ha. Anyway.
X is gonna be fun, and Y.
Ooh.
And O, and then P. They're gonna have some fun stuff going on. I is a heart wrencher. T.
I will make your eyes.
T is great.
Water.
Everyone loves T. I'm not even kidding. Like,
you're being unironic. Like everyone likes T.
No, yeah, he's one of the best. Everyone loves him.
Oh man, I am excited. We're gonna collect more in the Mobius alphabet.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been a good one. Fun times ahead indeed.
Are you feeling? Was this overwhelming, or was this more tame for you?
This is still pretty good. This is still pretty good. Yeah. We should probably talk about when the next Xenoblade stream is, though. But just in case. What's up, Takoyaki? You have a question? That's a weird thing. Most of the time, people ask me questions. Questions. That's a word. actually have to prepare for orientation tomorrow at work. At my new place of work tomorrow.
Yay!
So I gotta get prepared for that. And I'm very nervous because I don't know if it's going to be like a learning on the job day orientation, or if it's just like, here's the job, here's the thing where you do the things. That's it. Goodbye. Here's your work schedule. I don't know if that is what it is, but yeah. Sorry about that. I know, Takoyaki, you still need me to do the thing, and I'm not going to tell people what the thing is because we've been doing the thing also aligned with a lot of other things that I have been doing. My schedule has been secretly packed, and I mean that the best way. But yeah, we can still do something. I just got to figure out what happens tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Good night, Takoyaki.
Good night,
People in chat
Takoyaki.
who are watching this later.
Yes. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the Orbeez, and remember, if I see you putting Orbeez in your pool or bathtub, I'm gonna get you personally. I will take this personally.
They belong inside your body so that they can float out when you die.
Don't put Orbeez in your. Don't put actual Orbeez in your body. That's a nightmare. Put metaphorical Orbeez in your body. Let them spiritually leave your body as someone plays a flute over you.
Or to make a really cool interest when you teleport in from another dimension.
Yes. That's
You've got purple ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good night. Bye-bye.
Night. I have only thought about the horrors about what real Orbeez do to people if they eat them. I have always wanted